guys. Happy Friday. Welcome to an exciting, economy-filled Friday WoW stream. I feel like this looks a little oranger than it normally does. That's okay. That's fine. Joining me today as my co-host and clearly sleeping on the job, I have my cat, more or less called Cat. I'm going to adjust the camera to zoom in on Cat just a little tiny bit. And we'll have this cam at least until she wakes up. But she appears to be having a pretty good solid nap. I adjusted the tripod so that it would look up and into the bed because that bed has quite high sides. So there we go. That's a good cat nap view. How you guys doing? Bulbasaur would not be so many miles. He's a humble flower boy. Depends in which game. It's true, but I feel like Grass as a Pokemon starter relative to the other two is always just a good, solid, strong choice. How do you get 700k in one day? Not one day. Let's take a look at the graph here. So I am currently at 4.909. I have barely anything coming in. I was selling a chance this morning and doing reasonably well, but my strongest competition is on, so I'm going to need to change up my strategy because it's very tough to sell enchants. Competing with somebody fierce like this. My cat is named Dog. GG and your gold. We're not there yet, and we may not get there on this stream. I don't want to promise that this is going to be the stream because I need to make... And first of all, I should clarify, I'm not accepting handouts. I appreciate the gesture, but I do want to do this myself-ish. You know, I'm obviously selling auctions, but I don't want to just get free gold. So I don't know if I can do I don't know if I can do 90k in 2 hours. I don't know that I can't, but I don't know if I can. I have already visited each and every one of my alts on this server and stripped them of their golden valuables. I have posted for sale things such as my own personal stash of tomes and flasks and most of my food. I spent every single one of my mana pearls on gloves and disenchanted most of them. I did not get the pair that I wanted, or at least not with the socket. What else have I already done? It's been pretty much me all day. I haven't recorded the vlog yet. I have the notes for it, but I haven't recorded it because this has just been very distracting, and I've been doing a few other things as well. Bevorhees, thank you very much for the bits. Pick a number, you win a prize. Hazel, I got the Infinite Time Waster mount, Rust Feather, and for the 435 Mythic Titan Forged all today. Goodness gracious. Golly gee. Hey, Hazel. Afternoon, Hazel. What's up, guys? Grass tends to not have weaknesses early. I just think they're just cute and fun and dependable and strong, and they make some weird looking starters these days, and Grass tends to be pretty reliably just a nice buddy to have. I'm all about the Bulbasaur life. So unless somebody comes up with a real good idea, because there's gold making and then there's gold making in the short term. It's much harder to make gold when you need to have the actual gold now as opposed to sometime within the next couple of weeks. And of course I could just do this normally and I'll probably end up with the gold tomorrow and then I'll just wait until Sunday stream. That's an option, and we might end up doing that. Sunday streams tend to be a little bigger viewers wise anyways, so I'm not writing off that suggestion, but it would be cool if I could do it today. So I figure I'm gonna do I'm gonna relist my auctions as much as I can, but I'm also just gonna kind of try and farm Zinanthid, because I feel for make gold quick, that's probably your best bet because it's fairly valuable. You can pick up pretty good quantities of it. I will probably go ahead and look up some roots for it. And in addition to that, I could be doing some quests that offer me gold. And the nice thing about Zenithid is you can sell it real quick. I suppose I wouldn't get the gold in the mail after having sold it, because that takes an hour to come in. So maybe that won't help me get it on stream today. So maybe I should rethink this. Maybe today's not the day. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. So I need to do this quest. I guess I can also fly around and just hit up any quest that's going to offer specifically gold or gear, and then I can DE that and sell mats. I have been selling off some amount of my mat stockpile, not all of it, but most of my enchanting mats, because I can always generate more, and I'm really just trying to squeeze that last little bit of gold out of my account because I just would very much like to have Brutosaur, and I don't mind being dead broke. I would just like to have my Brutosaur. Kira looks so snuggly and content. She's got like a little bit of a sunny spot there. The window's open and she's got some sun coming in. She's also like kind of close to the window that has the hummingbirds. And that window's closed. She can't get to the birds, but she does like to watch them. And I've discovered they like to watch her, which I feel like is an evolutionary mistake as far as being a hummingbird goes. You probably don't want to fly right up to the cat, but maybe they understand windows. Means so much more when you earn the gold yourself. Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. I real looking forward to it. Buy a WoW token? Ooh, you're right. I could just pay 25 Canadian dollars and have this be over. But is that really how I want to have my Brutosaur journey of like a year and a half or however long I've been farming this gold end? When did I buy the spider? How long ago was that? How long has BFA been out? It's been out for like a year, right? It came out in the summer of last year, so it's been out approximately a year. I would say it's taken me about a year to farm up 4.91 mil gold. Would you accept a gold after you bought the mount? No, but it's very sweet of you to offer. What 2 professions do you believe a beginner profession should pick up for decent income? I would go alchemy and herb, because then you can be self-sufficient. You can farm your own mat so that you don't need to have any gold to get started with. Herb is just nice to have on hand anyways, and alchemy is a very good beginner profession because you can get started quite quickly, you can sell things fairly easily, and it's generally pretty good through most of the patch. Oh man, buying a token isn't the same as earning it in the game. You don't get the same satisfaction. I almost wish I had thought of it like earlier so that it wasn't the last bit of it, but I still don't think I would buy a token. I've never bought a token for gold, not once. I don't know if I want to break that seal. Jazina COTL, thank you very much for the bits. Hello, Hazel. Hello. How you guys doing? Anything fun planned for the weekend? Try selling directly in trade chat for instant gold. Oh, the Zenithid? Probably. You know what I should probably try to sell in trade chat? I'm just like, for somebody that streams most days out of a week, I'm like kind of shy. I don't like talking to people in game, especially that if I don't know them. So I have a pair of bracers I've been trying to flip. I've dropped the price to something that I think is fairly reasonable that might even get caught by people's shopping scans, so they might sell. But the smart thing to do would really be to just advertise them in trade chat and see if I can find a buyer that way. Friday's not a big BOE buying day. And what a long weekend for you to have to wait until Sunday. I would probably need to leave my home. I would probably need to go outside or just find something to do that's very offline. Otherwise, it's just going to drive me nuts. I've been meaning to kind of get offline tomorrow anyways. I want to clean. I got to make sure that we're prepped for next week's baking stream. Speaking of baking, I am proud to announce that yesterday... Also, where on earth are all the quest mobs? I'm proud to announce, not really announce, that's the wrong word. That makes this sound more important than it was. And also more relevant. It's not relevant to anybody except for me. I finally made the Instant Pot cheesecake that I have been telling myself and everybody that I was going to make for like 2 weeks running. I finally made it. I did it last night. So let me back the story up with a perhaps more relevant part. Last night we had a raid night. And we killed Harukashara. I am officially ahead of the curve. It was our first kill of Harukashara. It was very exciting. I'll talk about it a little bit more in the video that I put out later today that I haven't filmed yet. But we killed Harukashara, and we did it in about an hour and a half. Like a half a raid night, because we had some progression yesterday as well. So we killed Harukashara. It was about 8:30, 8:45-ish. Typically our raid night goes until 10, and then I go to bed right away at like 10:10. So I had like an extra hour, and I was kind of, I wasn't in a great mood. I'm still not feeling amazing. I'm a little bit under the weather, and I'm still sad, and will be for a while, just because it is sad that I lost my favorite fishy. So I was kind of, despite our first kill, I wasn't feeling great. And I had an hour, and it's like, well, I'm either going to drink wine and watch TV, or I'm just going to make the cheesecake. I'm just going to make the cheesecake, because you know what I want right now is cheesecake. And unfortunately, the thing about cheesecake is you make it and it has to set overnight, so I didn't actually get to eat any. But I did make it, and that does mean that I did get to have all kinds of cheesecake batter, which you're not supposed to eat because raw eggs, but I will stop doing that the day that it messes me up, which is coming one day. But until then, I will continue to consume things that have raw eggs in them. Hello, Hazel. Is today Brutosaur Day? It could be. It's probably not, but it could be. I am at about 4.91. I need like 90k left. So I'm out here in Najatar. I'm trying to farm up a little bit of Zinanthid. I haven't looked up any Zinanthid farming spots. I'm just kind of running along my prismatic crystal farming spot because I know I need those too. Yeah. See a screenshot of my route. That's all right. I have a place that I can go to look one up once I get to that point. I guess I should probably pull one up. Go run siege. How much do you think it's going to be faster than farming Zinanthid though? Like, I mean, it depends on. Hang on. Let me pull up a route and see how quickly I can grab the stuff. But like every node is like 5 average Zinanthid, and those go for 40 average gold. So you're looking at like what? 240, 250 gold per node. So if I can grab those fairly quickly, and I think that I can, I'm pretty sure that's faster than running siege. Okay. Oh no, I'm still tabbed in. You ever do that? You start typing and you just open all your windows because you were not tabbed out of the game yet. Zinanthid roots. I have here some tea for the day. It is in my Tea Makes Everything Better cup. We're finding out if it works. And I've made throat coat tea, so it is caffeine-free and supposedly good for the voice, so hopefully that helps.
Closing square bracket.
Dupop, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate that. With Stirp, you can mine while in the air, and it allows for flower picking, so you can use any mount you want. No dismount mount equipment is amazing. Okay. I kind of noticed that because I was using the stirrup for mining, and I kept trying to land to mine because I assumed that I needed to, and it was kind of being very forgiving, so I was sort of half cluing into it, but I definitely didn't know it in exact terms. Sell you cheap silk bags for any resell? Nah. Flowers you still have to land? How close are we to the long boy? A little under 100k. Little under 100k. So I'm going to grab these nodes. I'm going to get myself back to Mesimir. Do I actually like throat coat tea? I just drank some of that, and it doesn't taste familiar at all. Have I not had this yet? Oh, that's strange. It's like a flower if it was sweet, but like fake sweet. Weird. Okay. I thought there was Zinanthid up here, but I left, and maybe it's phasing, or maybe it just despawned. Where's the classic grind? Classic doesn't come out for another like 3.5 weeks. In which case, I'm probably gonna play it for a good day or two, and we'll see. Vendor all the things. Vendor your bracers for the gold. Oh man, I should try vendoring a few more cloaks and then show up in raid being like, I accidentally vendored, so can I have that cloak, please? Oops daisy. I had a Murloc cloak on, and then I didn't, and you know, it happens. Okay. Oh, I guess I did loot that Zinanthid. Okay, so I'm gonna mail off my haul of 15. I need to look up the route for sure. And post those up, do a quick reset, see what we're at. The easiest way to gain gold is to be a world-famous WoW streamer and have people donate. That's no fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. Being a streamer is a lot of fun, but I don't want handouts. Are you going to struggle to post your auction items once you buy your Brutosaur, since some posting fees can be costly? I don't think I'm going to be that broke. Like, I'm going to be broke. I don't think I'm going to be literally 0 gold broke. We'll see. Even if I am, that's okay. Kalala, who I think I might know who that is, depending on whether or not you use the same username across servers. Products? I don't know. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the Twitch sub specifically. Do you ever have TSM leave some mags in your bag, or do you sell all? I don't do leave. If I'm, hang on, let me phrase this. My brain's not entirely in my head today. I do not have any of my auctioning operations set up to reserve materials in my bag, but instead what I do have is, if I have some materials that I know that I want to specifically craft with, I'll just put them in my bank so that I can't sell them. That's what I do. Everybody's working for the weekend. You inspire me to make my Shadow Priest my main, listening to your stream while leveling her. Fun. We are now 8 of 8 Huruk, assuming that that's how many bosses there are. Are there 9? There are 8. There's 8. Yeah. No, 9? I don't know. Hour and a half long fight. It was probably like 12, 13. Well, actually, I don't know how many pulls we did last night. I know we had like close to 20, but not over 20 on her in total. Make the cheesecake. So the cheesecake has been made, but the cheesecake has specifically not been, the cheesecake's been made, but it's specifically not been cut yet. I haven't actually had any. So I was thinking of doing that on stream today because I feel like that might help me. I don't know what exactly it is that I need, but I would like to try out the hypothesis that cheesecake is what I need. Plushies in the background make it look like you're wearing cat ear headbands. Oh man, I gotta get right under the purple one. There it is. There it is. I've been rearranging the office, and I'm actually not done yet. I've made some more decisions and got some more things coming that I'm going to kind of shuffle around. But I think most of the things I'm rearranging are the side you can't see. I, ages ago, put some amount of thought and effort into making the background look presentable and nice, because I knew it was going to be my background for videos and streams and whatever. But I never really sat down and put that same thought into trying to make the part that I'm looking at all day, every day nice. So it's not like it's really ugly or messy or anything, but the back end always looked very utilitarian, and I've been trying to come up with ways to have everything fit and have the space be functional, but also feel nice to be in and look nice and look like it just like a pleasant place to spend time in, because I do spend so much time here. So I've been experimenting with different monitor orientations. I think I'm going to shuffle the desk back over a little bit. Move some stuff around and see if I can get some more shelves on my side with like maybe some spots for plants. One day the batter will betray me, but today is not that day. Thanks for the heads up on Island Expeditions. Got squawks last night, my first mount drop from them. That's a good first one to get, though. That's a nice first one to get. Congratulations. I'm only a little bit jealous. I really do think I'm going to get up and get some cheesecake. Okay, so we're going to toss out some of this. I mean, we're only there for like 6 minutes and we got 700 gold worth of Zenithid. So I'm going to go like, well, should I bring it over here so we can see if it cuts? I don't know. I'm a little afraid that I'm going to take the springform pan off because it's still in the springform pan in the fridge. I'm a little afraid I'm going to take that off and then it'll just fall apart because I've never made an Instant Pot cheesecake before. What do you need all the prismatic crystals for? Those are for farming slimy pets. What do you get from Siege? Disappointment and sadness. Oh, I am behind in chat. Cat's having a comfy afternoon. Ooh, enchanted. Yeah. I gotta post another versatile navigation. Versatile nav. I do singles just with Auctionator if I see one go like right after a post scan just to top it up. Chromie's time traveling. Oh man, her corporeal form is definitely gone from this plane. But what I ended up doing, because I only had 5 of the minnows and the living room tank was already a little bit understocked, with Chromie gone, I did move the minnows today into that tank and they seem to be doing really well. They used to live there and the only reason I moved them out was because they were kind of huddling and not looking comfy, and they look great now, so hopefully they can stay there. I tore down the 10-gallon so that I can have it as a spare, as a quarantine or hospital tank should I need to, because it was kind of making me anxious that I didn't have an extra one available. And then the other thing I was considering fish-wise is if I can't... Chen's fins are getting better, but his back fin I think is still infected. So if it doesn't look any better after another like week or so of daily water changes in his tank, I might just put him in the 10-gallon, just like complete bare tank. Something to hide in, but like very much a smooth, completely clean tank with like a, filtered, but like, that I can treat and dose him with another round of antibiotics, because I'd really like him to be on the, I'd like him to be past it, I'm saddened because I didn't get the job, but your stream is making my day. Glad that you're here. Do some mailbox dancing for the last 100K. Ooh. 17 days till classic release. Tuesday is the day name reservations happen. Wait, this Tuesday? Kitty has the same bed. New here. What's his or her name? That's Stephanie. Kitty's name is Kira. But we more or less just call her Kitty. I have 2 of that same bed just because it was originally for the cat, but then the dog really liked it. So I bought a second one so that they could each have one. And, yeah, no, they both really like that bed. I played Classic last night, discovered my social life is going to be even more dead when it comes out. Hey, Hazel, how goes the day? Sup, Zahi? How you doing? I think day's alright. I think I'm going to bring a cheesecake over here, and then I can cut it on stream so that you guys can find out with me whether or not it's going to stay together. In-laws coming over, so I really hope the VoD will be up later. This VoD's going to be up tomorrow afternoon, so like late tomorrow, because it's got to be at least 24 hours after the stream ended, and then I need it to process on YouTube, but it will be up. I've been watching a lot of no-bake cheesecake videos on YouTube. Very cool. I'm really hoping that this one turns out because then I can like experiment with cheesecake like recipes where you put fun extra stuff in them, you know? Either you can get like fruit or, you know, Oreos. I love a good Oreo cheesecake. Just eat it right out of the Instant Pot? No. Do a run of Siege, vendor all the loot. Is that cat in the cat bed? Is Joker under the cat? No, Joker's actually in the same bed, but like 2 spots over. But the cat doesn't stay on camera very much, so I figured I would get some cat cam. Never made cheesecake. Want to try it soon? Making apple crumble tomorrow with homemade vegan custard. Yummy. Are you going to reserve correctly spelled Hazel for Classic? I guess I'll try it. Listen, okay, you said it's Tuesday, right? What time? Do we know? Can I just set a phone reminder to tell me to go try? Is it going to be on, like... Am I going to be streaming? I stream Tuesday mornings. I can do it on stream if somebody reminds me. I feel so old. I look at this and I don't know what I'm trying to do. Not a note. I want a reminder. Tuesday morning, reserve name. I'm assuming it's going to be in the morning. Tuesday, August 13th. I'm going to set my alarm for, I don't know, 8. We'll see. Hey Hazel, how's it going? Set Maru. It's going alright. Thought it was Monday. Oh, well, I need to edit that then. Okay. Old lady Hazel trying to figure out her phone here. Monday. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna grab the cheesecake. And then once we're back and I've had some of it, I think I'm gonna look up some Zinanthid roots and see if we can farm that, because I feel like that we can make some good progress. Like if I'm farming Zinanthid and then if I come across a viperfish school, I can fish it out. Because we're really getting there. We're really getting there. I got like, let's see. Like over the past week, if I look at my graph for the past week, it's been pretty consistently like 100K profit per day. And that is factoring in the fact that I spent a whole bunch of gold on, like in this past week, I spent, apparently in the past 7 days, I've spent 571K gold. I've spent 500,000 gold, on stuff to craft stuff with, right? So I should theoretically, especially because I'm not investing right now, I should be able to get this today. It just depends on when today. This is a competitive and tough hour to be selling in. I'm gonna grab some cheesecake and then we'll find out if it's gonna cut though. So here's the cheesecake. It is a little bit uneven. You like raise it up on trivets on a trivet, which is like a weird dingly dangly flingle flingle flungle tray thing that you stick in the Instant Pot that's like never level. So this is definitely not a level cheesecake. I'm gonna see if I can get camera on it. Let's see if I put this here and this here. I have a ball head adapter coming for this this camera stand, but until then, I have to make do with the fact that it's not always going to be perfectly level. Okay. So, I think this is going to stay together because it's already kind of coming away from the pan at the edge. Stinson, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I didn't make any kind of a sauce or anything. Wow. Wow. Okay, I want to pick this up to show you, but very carefully. Ooh, so not level, nice and small, but like cooked in the Instant Pot, and it's keeping together. I wonder if I overcooked it. So I'm just using a butter knife because that's what I brought out with me. This is a classic plain cheesecake with a graham cracker crumb crust. And I always struggle with graham cracker crumb crust because they always seem to fall apart on me. Like when I'm trying to press it into the pan, they're always super crumbly. But this one seemed to come together okay. It's literally just graham crackers and butter, so like what's the worst thing that can happen? Wow, look at that. That came out. It looks smooth enough. It doesn't look lumpy or anything. That's a pretty small piece of cheesecake, but I do have to eat this on stream, so I'm gonna put the rest of it back in the fridge because it's quite warm in my office. I'm gonna eat the extra crumbs from my desk because I cleaned this morning. It's fine. And then we'll do a taste test. It's probably close enough. So let me put this away. Now that the pan is off, I don't really know how to wrap it up. I guess I'll stick it on a plate or something. I don't know. Okay. Making me feel self-conscious about the portion size. I would typically also have a larger piece of cheesecake. I just don't know how rich this is going to be. And I didn't want to commit to like a huge piece on stream and then not be able to finish it. Also, I'm streaming, so I'm trying to like talk too. You pay about 20 for that in a store? New business? It was really, oh my god. Oh man, that's good. It was really easy to make. There's not much to them. I was amazed when I moved to America that cream cheese is very affordable here, like boxed cream cheese. And not that expensive here. I don't remember what it used to cost in Canada, but I remember it cost enough that I didn't make cheesecake unless it was a special occasion because it was going to take like $10 worth of cream cheese. Bad Token, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. Let's do a little cancel scan. We're finally getting a few auctions selling, so we've got about 5k coming in, and let me see if I can find a route for Zenithid. A chair looks comfortable. This one, yeah, this is a really nice chair. This was gifted to me by some fans. Why did I bring an, oh, I cut it with a knife. That's right, I don't need to eat it with a knife. I guess I might. Put whipped cream on the cat while it's sleeping. She would love that. I would never, but she would love that. That cat wants nothing more in her life than to eat some kind of dairy. And we don't give her dairy because as a cat, she's lactose intolerant by nature. It's not good for her and she doesn't need it. But if we have like something with cream or milk, she is all up in our business because she wants it so bad. That is incredible cheesecake. It's a tiny, tiny bit lumpy. The thing about making cheesecake, you gotta let the cream cheese and the eggs come to room temperature before you mix stuff if you want it to be really smooth. And I mostly did, but I probably could have left it a little longer because it was already like late and I wanted to go to bed. So I could have left those a little longer. But like the flavor's really good. You really just like mix up room temperature cream cheese, eggs, sugar, and vanilla. There's nothing else in this. Ridiculously Prussian Bishi. Maybe that's what was up. I am from Canada. Hi, Hazel. I made an appointment today. Oh, sorry, my mouth's sticky. It's hard to talk. To get rose gold highlights in about a week and a half. Super excited. That sounds so pretty. Arturo, thank you very much for the bits. How you doing, man?
Gather mate.
Your partner came by the stream yesterday.
The herbs you pick, smiley face.
I need that cheesecake. Adding cheesecake ingredients to the grocery list. Oh my god! If you have like in general, it's pretty easy. Like you would just do that and then bake it. But like If you have an Instant Pot, oh my god, this was like... Something about the pressure cooker is just a good environment for cheesecake, I think. Husband at Save on Foods right now says it's $5 per box. Yeah. So you need 16 ounces to make this recipe, which is like one box that has 2 packages in it. Because this is a pretty small cheesecake. But I feel like that's what you want, especially if you're just like a small family or just like a couple or just like you. You probably don't want a giant cheesecake unless you have an office you can take it into to share it with, because like you don't want to watch it go, you know. You want to eat the cheesecake before it lives long enough to become a villain. This is my Instant Pot cheesecake. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I wish I had done this a week ago. It's hard to eat and talk to. It's very creamy. No more treats for Kitty anymore? Aw. Yeah. She didn't have cat treats, but yeah. It's really frustrating when you are around people that really want to feed your pet people food, when your pet does not get people food for very good reasons. People are always trying to give Joker treats because he's really cute and they just want to bond with him. And he'll eat most things just to be polite. He's not excited about most of them, but he'll eat it. And he shouldn't. He has a real weak stomach. He will get violently ill if he eats anything except for the stuff that we know works for him. I haven't gotten an Instant Pot because I heard you can make creme brulee in it. Can you do the creme brulee without the blowtorch, though? Okay, I'm gonna do one more scan. This is good. I was also like a tiny bit hungry. I had lunch. I had ramen for lunch, actually. I have these Korean ramen packs. And I was like looking it over because I didn't remember the specific kind. And I was trying to figure out if it was spicy or not, because the ramen that I buy comes in spicy and like really spicy, but they're really good, so I still get them. And I couldn't remember which of those two things it was. And then I made it, and then I like smelled the bowl, and it like made my eyes burn. So then it was the really spicy one, but it was like worth it, you know. Josh Tricks, thank you very much for the resub, and Ophelia, thank you for your sub. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. Oh, 1 package for 5, so 10 to make the cheesecake before you buy milk, eggs, or anything else. Yeah, that's about what I remember. It's a lot. I don't know what they are specifically out here because I don't directly do our grocery shopping, but I think it's like maybe $2 or $3 for a box that contains 2 packages that will let you make this whole cheesecake. It's way more affordable. Your dog looks funny today. You know, look at the sun and the squishy bed and like the catnap. It just makes me happy that there's something in this house that's just like living its best life. Like that cat could not be happier. I guess she would be happier. Well, she would think she would be happier if we gave her some milk, but then she would be unhappy very shortly. Blowtorch, you mean flamethrower? Oh, you didn't thank me for my sub? Don't change the subject. Hang on. I don't see it here. Poor Joker. I get that though, but people don't have an instinct to spoil a cat. I don't give him cat treats either, because at this point I don't know what bothers him. Oh yeah, that's rough. I exclusively do grocery pickup, just like going inside the store. I love grocery shopping if it is quiet. I used to work, when I worked retail, I used to work weird hours. I would work weekends and then have a weekday off. So I would always do my grocery shopping at like 2 p.m. on like a Tuesday. And that was perfect because the store was like dead empty. And I could just take my time. I didn't feel like I was anybody's way. I would always wear headphones with like one ear off so I could listen to some music but still hear if I was in somebody's way. And it was awesome because I could take my time and browse. And I do enjoy the process of shopping. But what I hate are crowds, specifically like a grocery store crowd where nobody really wants to be there. So I despise it if it's busy, and I like won't enter Costco's anymore. I will happily go the rest of my life and never set foot in Costco. My husband goes and he picks up stuff for us because we do eat things from there, but like the whole place just freaks me out. It's too much. It's huge and it's crazy and it's busy and it's loud and there's people trying to offer me samples, and that's just the perfect storm of things to make me just not okay anymore. Funnily enough, I can handle BlizzCon, I cannot handle Costco. Okay, let's log over. Cannot eat the spicy ones, overly sensitive tongue. Yeah, I don't really like hot food when it's just for the sake of being hot, but these ones are spicy in a way that's also delicious. And I also kind of really like the feeling where your face sweats and your like sinuses are cleared out, because after you're done, you feel like awake and like ready for anything. I don't know. I feel very cleansed after eating a bowl of like really spicy ramen soup. But yeah, definitely not for everybody. Worse is standing in line with somebody standing behind me. Go down to Washington to buy dairy in bulk. People used to do that for cheese. People used to go to Washington to buy cheese. Man, I'm almost done. That was exactly what I needed. Okay. Zinanthid Farming Guide. Let's see what WoW Professions has to say. Modal hardened hoof plates. Oh, I could change my mount equipment. Modal hardened stirrups. Gather while mounted. Oh no, mount equipment doesn't work with a sky golem, I see. So you can farm in the western half of the zone, you can farm in the eastern half of the zone. Oh. You can farm anywhere in the zone, I see. Okay, I'm gonna try western half, we'll see. Let's head out this way. I'm also gonna put on some headphones and see if we get some game sound going, because I'm pretty sure it's just been like a spooky me monologue on the background of nothing. I find con environments different than other public areas. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the energy, and I think it's the fact that you know that you have some common ground with people around you, and everybody chose to be there. Like, when it's a big event, but it's a fun event, the fact that you are there voluntarily, and that you were kind of mentally prepared for that amount of crowdedness and busyness, it doesn't mean that it's not stressful or taxing. I still, at the end of a convention day, felt absolutely exhausted, but it was a much better feeling than the feeling that you get when you're just like trying to keep it together in a Costco. Did you get Queen Ashara last night? We're trying tonight. Any tips that you noticed? So we did get Queen Ashara. If I was gonna give tips, it depends on where your raid is having difficulty, like which things are consistently wiping you. We were having issues with double decrees, and one thing that we did was we shared an add-on that most people ended up installing that gives you a little readout. It's like a weak aura, I think. And it gives you a little readout at the bottom of your screen, specifically for decrees, that will tell you just in plain English which decrees that you have, so you don't have to waste any time trying to figure it out. Making sure people have voice, because there is some amount of communication that is needed for the decrees. And then the other thing that was wiping us was bad panic spears during the whatever phase it is when you're trying to use the spears to break the shields on ads. Those spears do insane gross raid damage if they hit a pillar, if they hit a player, if they hit anything other than an ad shield or the ocean. So early on we had a lot of wipes to people just like trying to get the spear to an ad, but they wouldn't make it and it would hit like a pillar or the console instead. And what you need to do is, if you are not 100% going to be in place, just get yourself with your back to the ocean and throw that thing into the deep, because it's not going to do any good if it explodes for raid damage. You can always wait for another one, but you can't recover from an exploded spear. But just making sure everybody's really clear on the plan. It took us a while for sure. Beginner to use auction add-ons that automatically list prices. I would say auctionator for that, because it will automatically pick a price based on what things are already priced at. But you don't have to mess around with like the whole TSM deal for that. Kitty Cam is so bright. Yeah, the sun is wrapping around and she's definitely getting a tan. I would say. So I'm gonna turn sound effects off and music on and music up a little bit. Decree is so annoying. That's what my guild had trouble with too. Yeah, it's like it only takes one mistake for you to lose somebody, and then it's pretty much a wipe, because the fight is tight enough that you really need to have everybody on board. So the other thing that you can do is, before a poll, just give everybody a quick rundown and make sure everybody understands what all of the various decrees look like. because they all do have a visual effect. They're all quite noticeable. I should not try to fight those. That's the world boss. They all have a very clear visual effect. So if you remember that people that are in beams cannot move, people with the purple rune underneath them need to stack. So if you see somebody with a beam and a rune, stack on them. But if they are a beam and they're windy, don't stack on them. You know, if somebody's windy, leave them alone. That kind of thing. And then the other thing actually for decrees that helped us a lot once everybody understood, I was a little late on catching on, but we designated an orb for soak stack. So, you know, there's arcane orbs in that phase. There's a few of them. Have one of them be the place for soak stack. So if you have to soak and it's okay for you to stack, be on that orb. Put everybody that has to soak and can stack or needs to stack on that orb. Every other orb can be absorbed typically by people that are soak spread, because the worst thing that tends to happen is somebody will have soak spread and there's no open orb because people are spreading out too much that don't need to spread out. So designate a soak stack orb and make sure that people are not using the other orbs unless it's an absolute emergency and nobody's going to get it. Because you need to make sure the people that are soak spread have orbs available and know where they need to go. Are there multiple star levels for Zinanthid? I think there are, and I'm pretty sure I have them all. I have, you get them from a little quest line that has you dealing with a carnivorous slasher. So I am rank 3 Zinanthid, yes. Quite. She moves so cute. Oh, I think I've gone too far. Kitty's about to ascend with that amount of light. She is, I'm surprised that she's not warm yet. I feel like she may eventually warm up, but you know cats. You know cats, and they like a good sunny spot. We got our first Ashara kill last night as well. We earned that cinematic. Congratulations. Did you wait to watch it until it came through? I don't know if any of our raiders did. I definitely watched it ahead of time. I definitely went ahead and spoiled it for myself. What are you to 3 mounts in game? Like, oh, top 3 mounts? What are my top 3 mounts? Oh, I like that I get 3. Usually it's just my favorite mount, and that's a really hard pick. Lucid Nightmare. Lucid Nightmare is like a perma favorite, but everything else I feel like kind of rotates based on whatever's new and cool. Lately I would add the Ankoan Wave Ray and the Mechagon Peacekeeper to it, because those are like my favorite Nagitar and then Mechagon mounts respectively that I have. But yeah, definitely for sure Lucid Nightmare. I love that horse. It's so pretty. Plus I had to actually like earn it. What up? What's up, Nicotina? How you doing? Did you know that cats meow for humans and not to other cats after they're no longer kittens to their moms? I had heard that. It makes me feel very special whenever my cat chooses to meow, because she's not a big talker. She really only will make sounds if she has something to say. Mostly. She either has something to say or she's in a very particular and rare mood where she'll just get real chatty. But, it's helpful because her different meows mean different things, and it's very clear. She has a very specific one for my water bowl is empty, fix it. And you know that when she does that, her water bowl is empty and you should fix it. She has one that she only uses if she is stuck somewhere. So if you accidentally like closed her in the bathroom or a bedroom or something, doesn't happen very often. But if she's in a room she can't get out of and she no longer wants to be in there, she has a meow for that. And you know, she's a good communicator. It's possible to bug yourself into not getting ranks if you completed the Lasher quest before you learn rank 1 for the Tamer. I heard about that. I remember looking into Wowhead comments for the Lasher and finding out about that early on. The first thing I did when I got to National was hit up the trainer because I wanted new profession stuff instantly. And I'm glad that I did. It worked out. Mine chats with me a lot. I almost wish that my cat talked more because I do enjoy having conversations with her. It's mostly just me talking at her. But, I'm sure I would take that back if she decided to talk all the time at some point, especially because I record a lot. It would be cute on stream, but if I'm trying to like record a voiceover for a video, I imagine it would get old if she was like never quiet. That is the main and number one reason why I will not own any indoor birds. Pascal, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I get yelled at when I get up. Hopefully by your cat. 4.9 mil, can't break 50k. What are you selling? In-game blue sky? I've been selling, I'm going to try the other half of the zone actually. I have been selling enchants, I've been selling potions, I have been flipping epic gear, I have been doing a little bit of farming ore and herbs and selling things like that. I've been selling the odd bit of mount equipment. I've been doing the light step hoof plates and inflatable water shoes because I have blacksmithing and I have enchanting, so I can make those. Those are pretty good. Just kind of whatever's popping. If there's a food world quest or like generally a professional world quest in Najatar, sometimes you can make a bunch of those pretty early on in the day and then sell them in stacks that the quest requires. I also like doing that when there are Warfront contributions. You know, buy up the stuff. If it's a thing that you can afford to stock up on, stocking up early in the day and then selling them throughout the day because those prices will inflate for the day. Oh, if you didn't know, it's me, Paz. I didn't know. Sup? How you been, dude? Island Expedition gear sells for a bit too. It does. Islands are fun to farm because you obviously get chances at mounts and pets and whatnot, but even if you're getting duplicates of things, you can generally, I mean, with the exception of mounts, you can sell duplicates. I don't think you get duplicate mounts. I've never seen any. But you can sell dupe gear, you can sell dupe pets. So you do reasonably well off islands. The reason why I'm not grinding them today is because I want my gold now. And stuff that you get from islands typically takes like a week or so to sell. So I am just kind of farming Zinanthin. If I want to have, I guess I shouldn't. I think the dream is dead because even if I did manage to sell enough things to make the extra 90k, I don't think I'm going to get the mail in time because I do a fairly short stream. And I do still have a video to make today, so I can't stay late today. The cat tells me everything that happened while I slept. That's so cute. That's adorable. Mine does come see me at the door when I come home, which I really like. Especially because she has to like brave the dog to do it. Because as soon as the dog gets inside, I guess he's excited because he's still wearing his leash and he thinks there's a chance that we might just turn around and go right back out. But he's like amped up when we first get home from a walk. So he's like jumping all over the place like a deer on steroids. And the cat will kind of like cringe her way around that to come see me. And she always has to have some pets when I first get in the door in the morning, which is very cute. So, I'm not seeing much up here. Oh, there is a rare, though. Avarius is up. I should probably spend more time out in Najatar. I'm missing quite a few rares for the meta achievement. And I'm never going to get them if I don't at least get out here once in a while. Pets, too. Do you think you'll start any new projects in WoW after you get your Longboy? To be honest, the thing that I really need to do after I get my Longboy is sit myself down and get back to work. My video production output has been appalling, and I have all kinds of great excuses, but they're excuses, and I need to get my head back in the game a little bit. I keep telling myself that, oh man, it'll be much easier to work after I like finish the office remodel, or if after I finish the gold grind. I just can't focus because I'm so close. And maybe that's true. And maybe it's a big fat excuse and I should get over it. Would it be cheating if I bought your potions from the auction house asking for a friend? I mean, if you're gonna use them, it would be a little silly if you're buying stuff you don't need. But if you're gonna use them, I honestly, they're a great deal right now because I dropped the price massively. Apologies to people that are running the markets on Lightbringer. I messed up the price for potions today because I just wanted to like clear up my stock a little bit. I didn't mind doing it on low prices just because I wanted to, you know, scrape a little extra gold together. So I'm going to finish. I guess I should pay more attention to the exact route. I'm basically just sort of wandering around the east and then west sides of the zone. Good. Glad to see you thriving on Twitch. It's been surprisingly delightful. I thought it was going to be a more tumultuous transition than it turned out to be. Unexpected alliteration, but I'm not mad about it. It's been awesome. Everybody's really chill. It's just like a nice relaxing time. It's a little bit easier on me. The tools are a little bit more convenient. It's surprisingly easy to get VoDs exported to YouTube if I do want to post them, and everything's just like kind of handy. It's just all like right where I want it to be. So let's go do a little quick auction checkery-do. Can mail some stuff over. Time for some more plant research. Finally finished the script for Thanksgiving and Christmas cacti guide. Very exciting. Congratulations. Very nice. You want to see my favorite Easter cactus that I have? I have a few of them. And I think I'm going to downsize. I have 2 Easter cacti. I have one that has pink flowers and one that has white flowers. And I don't think I need both of them. I think I want to keep the pink flower one and then rehome the white flower one with somebody that wants it locally. So that, just because I want to just make sure that every plant that I have is one that I'm really excited about. But the, here, I'll show you my favorite. Well, let me start the scan. And then I'll show you my favorite one. So we've got 7K incoming, not too bad. So this thing, they sell these pots at my grocery store for like really cheap. I'm sure they're just mass produced, but they're like glazed ceramic pots. And for whatever reason, this one really prefers the glazed pot. A lot of my succulents prefer unglazed pots, but this one's really enjoying the glazed pot. I can tell because I have like a same size plant. The other one is in an unglazed, and this one's much happier. So when I first got this, it was like 2 leaves big, and it was only a couple of months ago. They were selling them in these little thumb-sized itty-bitty tiny pots in the store. And it just really likes its window. It really likes the soil. It has some marks in it. Let's see. There you go. It's got some holes in it. My cat gave it some piercings. And that's when I installed tinfoil onto the windowsill so she could not access the plants, because that was a problem. But aside from that, real happy Easter cactus. This one has like salmon pink colored flowers when it flowers, and they're very pretty. I also have a Christmas cactus, and that one's been growing. I've had it for like many more years, and it's been growing far more slowly, so I don't really know what's up with that. Not even close to the meta achievement. I have frankly given up on them for the time being. Maru. I have frankly given up on them for the time being. I'm gonna go back and do them like one day. I just don't know when. Man, that cat camera is blown right out. Unfortunately, I can't manually adjust the exposure on that thing. Otherwise, I tank the frame rate for some reason. When does that one bloom for you? So I've had it for less than a year. It was blooming when I got it, and I wish I could remember when that was. It was late in the season for it, because Easter cacti are supposed to bloom around Easter, which is like, what, spring? I don't remember when Easter is. April? March? But it was blooming, I think I got a little earlier than that. I think it was blooming like February through like late April. It just kept going. And it was like a little stubby thing then, so I think it's going to be really pretty in another couple of years. I need ideas. Once I have the office all sorted out, I want to show you guys kind of what I'm planning to do for my side of it, because I'm going to have some shelves on either side of my desk, and they're going to be like indirect light, and I just want to put a plant on every shelf. I like, maybe not all the way down to the floor. I don't think I want plants at cat level or dog level, but I just want to fill them up. I just want my eye line when I'm working to be like monitors and plants on all other sides, just because I don't know, they're so cool. I would do aquariums, but the shelves that I'm getting for the corners are so cheap that they confirmed cannot support any amount of water. How do you keep your cat from getting the plants? Big problem in our house. So my cat, and you can try this with yours, it may not work with all of them, but my cat will not get anywhere near aluminum foil, tin foil. She will not step on it. She will not get close to it. She hates the sound. She hates the feel. So if there's any surface that I want the cat to not access, I line it with aluminum foil. It's very ugly. My windowsill is hideous. It looks like I'm trying to block alien signals, but just like the surface of it. And then just making sure that they're in places that she can't really jump up to. Our cat won't jump anywhere unless she's sure she has a clear landing spot. So if the windowsill is wall-to-wall plants, she won't get up there because there's nowhere for her to sit. Can I see the other one? Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, while we're resetting auctions. Christmas and Easter cactus tour. This is my total collection. I'm not letting myself get more of them because they're not even like my specialty plant. I figure with plants, I wanted to be kind of like a Pokemon trainer that has one genus per se that's just like my thing. So for me, I've decided that is jade plants because I adore them. So I've collected one of every variety that I can find. Also, now that the cat's moved, I'm going to see if I can move the camera. That's close enough. Chubbs Magoo. Awesome name. Thanks for the sub. Brazil Philodendron. Do you use NPC scan? I do not know. My gray cat doesn't like the sound of it. I warned her that I'm grabbing it. I warn my cat when I'm grabbing the vacuum because she also hates the vacuum. Okay, so these are my 2 Easter cacti. They have differently shaped leaves from the Christmas ones, so you can tell that blue pot is like a little bit bigger. The pot size is the same. Blue pot plant is a little bit bigger, and I think it's just because in a glazed pot, the water will evaporate less quickly. So plants that like really dry feet really like these things. But if your plant doesn't like, and succulents generally like dry feet, but this one seems to be just like a little thirstier than your average succulent. So it's been doing well. This one's fine. It's fine. I just watered it yesterday. But it needs watering a little bit more often and hasn't grown quite as quickly, and also tends to be a little floppier. I don't really know why. This one's a little more stiff and sprightly. But yeah, those are the Easter cacti. And then this bad boy, this is my Christmas cactus. It's not much bigger, and I've had it for like 2 additional years. I guess it was still pretty small when I got it. This is actually a clipping from a friend's plant. Well, a friend's mom's plant. The lady that married me and my husband. She had a plant. A friend, somebody we know had a plant that's like amazing. And she gave me a cutting of it, which grew into this. So I wish it would go faster. It's a little yellow. I feel like I might need to fertilize it. I don't know. But it's doing fine. Maybe when I repot it, which it doesn't need to be repotted for a while, but maybe when I repot this, I'll give it a glazed pot because they seem to like those. Are you a fan of hydroponic plants? Yeah, I have, I have some experiments running because I have aquariums. So I have little grids, little plastic grids perched on the back of my aquariums that have plants kind of threaded through them. So they just grow out of the back of the fish tank, basically. And I've tried 3 different types of plants, and I've discovered that pothos is the one that I like best for aquarium purposes. It's very good at being a nitrate sponge, and it grows very well, and the fish seem to really like swimming around the roots. So that's what I've done most of, but I've also tried Chinese evergreen and Dracana, like Lucky Bamboo. Wow, and plant talk insta sub from me. Okay, I'm gonna get back on my priest. I'm gonna put these back on the windowsill where they came from. But yeah, I'm gonna need indoor ones. I'm thinking Sansevierias. I'm thinking like snake plants, but like the short ones, because it's only gonna be like a foot tall shelf box. So maybe like the bird's nest. Not all of them. I want different types of plants. I don't want matching pairs or anything. I'm not trying to build like, I don't want symmetry. I just want plants. These ones might do okay. It's going to be bright indirect light. So I might try one of these over here and see if it likes this. They're in a window right now, but it's like an indirect light window. I do think I'm probably going to move my Haworthia in here because I just like that one. I just want to hang out with it. Okay, almost ready. The AC running a little warm in here. So, given that we are approximately an hour in, I do not think that this is the stream where we finish the gold grind. But I do think that this is a stream where I might make some good progress on it, and then maybe Sunday. Maybe we have a grand finale Brutosaur. Oh, I can turn the overhead fan on. Grand finale Brutosaur extravaganza on Sunday morning. I had my mom's Christmas cactus after she passed, froze a year before last. Oh no. I got myself a string of buttons, can't even go to random supermarkets. I am afflicted with the same issue where it's very hard for me to visit places that sell plants without picking one out. Like my brain automatically doesn't question, do I need a plant? It goes straight to, well, which one do I want? Which one have I not tried yet? Especially when they're tiny. I have a real weakness for tiny baby plants because one, they're cheap because they're tiny. Secondly, it's less of a commitment because they're tiny. I have lots of spots for them. I have lots of tiny pots. And that way I'm less committed to making it work. Like if I were to buy like a 5-foot fiddlehead fig or whatever, and paid like 500 bucks for it, that's a big commitment. And if it doesn't like it in my house for some reason and dies, then I'm mad. But if I pay like $250 and I get like a little teeny thing and I stick it in a little teeny pot, if it doesn't like it in my place and it dies, then I try something else. I'm less heartbroken about the whole thing. So I love getting lots of little different ones. ZZ plant's great in low light. I do have one. I'm thinking of maybe getting another one for this room because I really like that one where it is. But I think that'll be good. It's not going to be like no light. It's just going to be indirect light because it's going to have like indirect window light because they'll be in corners, but there's windows nearby. And then also it'll be like sort of in between the desks. So the lights that are on me right now are going to bounce off me, hit my face, and reflect back at the plant. So maybe I'll be indirectly helping them get some light. I am not finding any zenithid. Maybe I should actually do some world quests. That might make it good luck. Life in Neon, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I can't be here on Sunday. Oh no. Wewanethawa, thank you for the resub. Looking forward to TwitchCon. Fun. I can't say I've ever gone to one or plan to, but it should be a fun thing. If it's anything like BlizzCon. I imagine it's somewhat like BlizzCon, but a little less focused on the same games. What a beautiful dog. What is their name? His name is Joker. What time do you go live on Sunday? 10 a.m. Pacific time. So like, what, 2 p.m. Eastern? But it's a slightly later in the day stream. I don't do super early ones anymore. Love the dog cam so much. I was gonna adjust it up, but you know, this way we get like his entire paw. We get the whole paw cam. So let me just kind of rock through Pet Battle real quick. Looks like I just need to make it rain in inflation. Oh yeah, this is the really easy one. This one like defeats himself. How long have you been on Twitch? Since June for this most recent Twitch expedition. I have streamed on Twitch in the past before that though. How's the lemon seedling coming along? I love that people ask that all the time. It makes me so happy that people are invested. Also, it's good that they're not dead because that would be a sad thing to have to tell people. No, they're doing great. All three of them are doing great. I'm gonna pull them out later today after the stream because somebody asked that on a video. So I'm gonna put them in the vlog. But they're like 2.5 inches tall now. They doing good. They liking the sun. I just realized I'll miss the baking stream because I'm going whale watching. You're going whale watching? Oh dear. I hope that you see some lovely whales. And I hope that they don't flip you. I don't know if that happens often, but it probably could, depending on the whale. The paw of majesty. That paw deserves a shoe. Oh man, this dog would be so unhappy if you tried to put shoes on him. We put a bow tie on him for our wedding. And it was real cute. It was just like a collar, like a little thing that clipped onto a collar. It was so cute. And he was so unhappy about it. He wore it for maybe an hour. Like we got some pictures with him on it, with it on, and then it was like, nope, you take this thing off my collar. I will scratch it until it is gone. I do not care to wear a bow tie. He was not a fan. It was so cute though. How do you get Pet Battle notes? So those came with the strategies, which I imported from wow-petguides.com using the add-on Rematch. Rematch allows you to add notes, so those, and they are included within the import string. So I just grab import strings for each strategy off there, and that will automatically load the team as well as have the notes embedded, which is very handy to have. No amethyst soft shell for me, unfortunately. Okay, we can wander over to the other side of the zone, see if we can find any more. Oh, there's a little bit of zenithid. I think I actually forgot to post it. I think I logged over to reset my auctions and post it, and it's still in my mage's bags. I don't think I actually posted any of the zenithid that I had farmed. Maybe I should do that. Are you going to drive your Brutosaur to BlizzCon or leave it at home with Joker? Oh man. I mean, if I bring a laptop with me, then I'll have my Brutosaur wherever I go. Didn't think they would grow, but they did so far. Oh, you started growing clementines when you showed that, and they're doing well? Isn't it so fun? Oh, clementines like oranges? You doing citrus too? It's just such a fun little project. Like, it's the cheapest thing ever to do, assuming that I guess it's not free. You need potting soil. You need something to grow them in, although you can do like an empty, like a yogurt container, or just like whatever you have around. But they just need like sun and water and love, and you know, if you've got a lot of extra love. Okay, so I'm gonna send over a whole 4 extras in there to make sure I post the first batch. See how the stuff is. Want to go whale watching? I've actually never been. Do you think you'll get Longboy today? Probably not today. I was hopeful earlier this morning. And that's part of the reason why I don't have the vlog done, was a lot of the morning was spent with just checking and resetting things because I was hoping I'd be a little closer. I started today with 4.83 mil. I started with 4 mil 830k. So I'm up 70, 80. I'm up like 80 to 90k from this morning. I just need another 90k before it actually goes through. So maybe not today. Maybe not in the next like 54 minutes, especially because even if I sell something now, the gold's not going to come through until after the stream ends. You have not missed it. I don't have the Brutosaur. It's probably honestly going to be a Sunday morning Brutosaur. Okay, gonna get the last 100k any way I can. Not any way I can. My friend recommended that I start selling off my pet collection, and that's a big no. You can't take my babies from me. Those are mine. But I have been selling pretty much everything else that's not glued down. Like my flasks, my tomes, extra materials, and you know, the normal stuff that I've been selling, like enchants and potions, whatnot. Can you only tame the slime once per week? Yes. After you've gotten a pet from it, the slime should not respawn until the following Tuesday or the following reset, I think is the idea. Man, I'm surprised I haven't been undercut yet. You guys didn't shake down my competitor, did you? I don't encourage that. I don't condone that. Maybe they just took a walk of their own accord. I feel like I haven't seen you on in forever. What server is your priest on? Sup, Logan? How you been? I am on Lightbringer. All my stuff is on Lightbringer. I don't think it's changed. I haven't been PvPing much. I haven't PvP'd at all in 8.2. I don't want to farm essences on my druid. I had store-bought ones and just peeled them, planted a couple seeds, and bam, all citrus. There you go. There you go. I have heard that depending on the type of fruit, sometimes when it comes to the tree that you grow actually fruiting, you can have issues if the seed that you got was from fruit that you bought. Sorry, I know this is the world's worst sentence. Let me back up. When you're doing what you did, which is take a seed from a fruit that you bought, it will grow, and it's a super fun, cool thing to do. You may or may not have issues like 4 years down the line when it's time for the tree to actually fruit, depending on whether or not the original fruit was genetically modified, because the genetically modified fruits do not produce offspring that are true to the fruit that you got it from necessarily, but it doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. I bought seeds off of Etsy because I thought that might avoid the issue, but it's occurred to me since then that it's entirely possible that the person I bought them from Etsy literally just like cracked open a lemon from their grocery store and then charged me extra for the seeds. So it's possible that I did not avoid that problem at all. I went on a dolphin cruise. It was cool, and I got video in slow-mo of them swimming on the surface. That's fun. I've always wanted to do a snorkeling thing. I've always wanted to just like, not with like sharks, but with like, somewhere that has some fish, because then I am in full control of how close I am to them. So if I feel like I'm spooking fish, I can kind of like stay back a bit, but just kind of get out there a little bit and do some swimming, get some exercise and see some fishies. What are you trying to get? Oh, I'm trying to do a little bit of a gold farm, trying to scrape up the last little bit of gold I need. I already went and peeled my alts for every last silver that they were worth. Well, not every last one, but most of their gold that they were worth. See what the market's like on these now. So still 20. Throw a second stack up there. Why not? And do a little enchant scan. So we're at 9.1. We have another 10k coming in, so we'll be at 9.2. Can't help the gold fund then. I appreciate the thought. I'm not taking donations though. That would have made this over a while ago. I really want to do it myself, and also I don't want to take your guys' gold. Ooh, there's Init sold. Okay, that's not too bad. That's another 1400. This is not happening today. Maybe we should just do a siege run. I should run siege on my I'll take my shaman because she's got Ghost Wolf and she's got Ghost Wolf and she's one. Oh no, my druid because she's got cat form and she's 120. I'll take my druid. Hey Hazel, what you doing? Is that Mr. Angel? I'm farming gold, although I think I might go do a Siege of Orgrimmar run. I want to save bell pepper seeds from the ones that I buy to eat. I love bell peppers. I should try growing bell peppers again because the process has to be fairly similar to just growing like spicy peppers, right? I know how to do that, but they're so spicy. I don't know if I want to eat the spicy ones. So let me just pop this character out to do siege. I'm really paranoid about deleting things from my inventory if I'm on a really crowded, like in a city. Because you know that thing where you like try to delete something but you accidentally mouse it over somebody and then it's like you're requesting to trade them your junk that you couldn't even trade them if you wanted to? I do that like twice a week and it's always so awkward and I like immediately fly away and just pretend it never happened. And that's what everybody else does too. So it's like, it's fine. But I've gotten to the point that I don't delete things unless I'm well clear of anybody around. We have an orange tree and a lemon tree. They propagated, and the lemons have a perfumey smell to them. I think that is the right term. Like the fruit has a smell, or the plants have a smell. I was really hoping that the leaves, like the foliage of my lemon trees, would smell like lemony of some sort. I thought maybe they would be like putting out citrus oils or something, but clearly that's not true because they just smell like plants. I live in Estonia, so we only have seal watching cruises. I've never heard of a seal watching cruise. In Victoria, you would just go to the beach and you'd be like, hey, seals. And they're just there, like piles and piles and piles of them. They're fun. We mostly left them alone. How long did it take you to make 4.9 mil? So about a year in total, because I started from scratch at the beginning of BFA. So this is like my total net worth over BFA, but I was only halfway there at the start of 8.2. So in the last like month, 4 or 5 weeks since 8.2 came out, I've made the second half of it. I've made 2.5 mil basically. I love snorkeling. I've been to some areas that have a little rock enclosed cove, as well as larger creatures. That sounds really fun. That's like my dream vacation. Because I don't really like vacations, so I don't want most of them. But if I could go someplace nice, like Hawaii, I think in my mind it's Hawaii, because then I don't even have to travel internationally. And, you know, I can do some snorkeling. I want to have a hotel room with internet just so I can have a laptop, not because I want to be playing WoW all day, but because at the end of the day, I would like to be able to hit up my dailies. Or work, you know. I could do a Hawaii hotel room stream. There's birds out there, so I also want to bring a camera and try to photograph some birds. I think that would be really fun. And then just like, you know, like hang out and go for a hike. I feel like it would be nice hiking. Like that's my perfect vacation. I want something very, very low key. I hope your Etsy tree produces lots of lemons. Oh man, it probably won't. They probably won't. I think they're fun anyways though. Like even if they don't make any kind of fruit at all, it's totally fine because it's just fun to grow and they're like pretty plants and it's just like a fun project to do. Okay, done. Raid difficulty. Mythic. Gotta be on mythic. All right. Off we go. Wish me luck. I mean, I would accept not getting the Brutosaur today if I could get the Corkrod Juggernaut. I'll be following the journey. Gotta love to see you on Twitch. Probably not in the correct region to grow peppers. Peppers like heat. So I've done peppers for a few years. Not recently, but I did do them. And the thing about growing peppers in Oregon is that it's a short growing season. We do get hot enough, but not for very long. So you start them inside. You start them inside early in the season under lights, and then you move them outside once it starts to heat up. And you can get a pretty good growing season that way. You just have to make use of some technology. Place your cheesecake on the auction house. I don't know who anybody would be able to resist a good cheesecake. I am so excited that turned out so well. It just makes me want to make different fun ones. Like there's so many good things you could put into cheesecake. You know how many types of fruit there are in the world? You know how many berries and like you could do peaches, you can do chocolates, you could do caramel, you could do Oreos, you could get weird with it if you want. Like it's my cheesecake. I can put anything that I want in there. I have a springform pan. It's like the perfect size. I think I'm going to donate my other one. I don't need two. And that'll free up a little space in my cupboard. I'm just so excited. Oh man, same accidental trade anxiety. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's ever been something that you can actually trade and anybody's just been like, yes, I will take this. I will take this, like, extra pair of bracers. Did that today in the bank. I do that with inspecting and inviting. Very awkward. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Been there, too. You didn't pay extra for the lemon seeds. The lemon seeds. You paid for the sacred text that came with it. That is true, actually. Even if the seeds were a total ripoff, like, they already weren't because they've created plant life. But just being able to receive some of the energy from that Etsy seller was worth the interaction. Like, just being able to have some part of that person's life and zest for lemon growing was worth it. Also, they were not expensive. I think it was like less than $10. Hi, Hazel. What's up, Yusuf? How you doing? Zone 8, grow peppers well in the spring, summer, fall. We can grow all kinds of things. Oregon's great for gardening. Sometimes as a succulent person, I almost wish I was in California because then I could do succulents outdoors like year round. I could have like beautiful outdoor jade plants and do like succulent landscaping, but worth it to not live in California. Sounds like you should start growing lemongrass? Probably. If I could figure out how to cook with it in a way that made me excited to eat it. I don't really like a lot of lemongrass flavored things. I don't typically enjoy teas that include it. But if I could figure out how to cook with it in like a really nice way, I bet it would be a nice thing to grow. Because I do kind of want to grow some aromatic stuff, especially if I could do it inside. Can you grow lemongrass inside? How much light does it need? I just want like something cute and nice and that smells good on my kitchen counter. Imagine if you had a kitchen with a skylight so you can have like a little herb garden just like on a little shelf in your kitchen, but like actually gets enough light to grow properly, and then you have fresh herbs like right there. That would be the dream. Cowie's where they had that rock enclosed cove. Forget which beach it was, though. It's okay. I probably wouldn't remember it even if you remembered it. You want to go to the big island of Hawaii? We grow killer trees, though. Gooseberry cheesecake. I think the dog is broken. After this boss, I'll get the camera to zoom him back up. I think it's the camera that's just like a little too far down. Copy of her yam, Sammy, and cheesecake recipes. I would feel bad handing it the cheesecake recipe just because it's barely a recipe. It was the most simple one that I could find on Google. It was, of course, at the end of a food blog that required me to scroll way too far to find it. I tried doing that thing. Somebody told me to append /print or something like that to the end of the URL to get the printable version, and I tried it and I couldn't remember exactly what it was because /print was not working. Because that webpage was a real nightmare. Grow light, sure. Yeah, I guess I could just have a lamp. I guess I just, like, especially if it's like a cute one. All of the grow lamps that I've ever had in my life were always like really utilitarian and blocky and kind of ugly looking. But if I had like a real nice looking aesthetic cute one, especially if you like suspended it from the ceiling, I just don't want stuff to take up like a lot of floor or counter space. But if you could hang it, that might be nice. So off we go. Partner hates cheesecake. I mean, that sounds like more cheesecake for you though. Post a link to the recipe used for the cheesecake somewhere. Here, I'll figure out what the webpage was called because I just Googled Instant Pot cheesecake and it was one of the front page ones. Let's see. Instant Pot cheesecake recipes. So it was from, which one did I use? Because I checked a few of them. I think it was this one. Yeah, pressure cook. No, sorry, not that one. Never mind. Lied. That one has sour cream in it. I'm sure it's fine, but I didn't want it. Was it this one? Yeah, this is okay. pressurecookingtoday.com. And their article title is How to Make the Perfect Pressure Cooker Cheesecake. So that's the one you're looking for. It was a very simple, straightforward recipe, which is what I liked about it. IKEA had nice lights at one point. I'm kind of getting excited about if I do have a home one day, being able to like kind of design it a little bit. I never really put much thought into how I set up my spaces before. And I always kind of thought that furniture was for sitting on and that it was fine. But like those were always times when I lived in places that somebody else had designed. I never really got to do it myself before. And that had kind of resulted in this place because there was nobody else to design it. Everything was just kind of like wherever. And it wasn't ugly, but it wasn't great. There was a lot of things that were just like fine. And now that I'm like going through and cleaning things up and putting things in places where I like having them and getting like a little bit of furniture, I have to think, well, do I want the furniture to match? Where do I want to keep this thing? Do I want these to be in light woods or dark woods? And I have to actually like make decisions about how I want things to look. And it's surprisingly fun. I get why people are super into like home decorating or designing or whatever, because it's kind of an engaging thing to just like think about. I think the struggle for me is I want, as far as just like a home aesthetic, very light, airy. I like light woods. I want it to feel like open and spacey, but not without, I don't want it to feel like an Apple store, right? Like I don't want it to be so bright that it just feels like you're about to buy a MacBook. That's not the dream. You did not miss the Long Boy. Long Boy may not be today. Long Boy is not looking like it's about to be today. Don't know about gardening, but if Venus flytraps are affordable, sign me up. Actually, I don't know if they are. I don't think they are. I've never had one myself. Hopefully I haven't bugged out this fight. Are we good yet? There we go. Do I want to roll in the last boss? Is it going to matter if I use a seal to roll in the last boss or not? Where do you plan on buying a house at? Oregon, back home in Canada, maybe even another state. Definitely not home in Canada. I could not afford a home in Canada. Not for many, many years. We would be looking either in Oregon or maybe Washington, but my husband's work is here in Oregon, so we'd probably be staying somewhere close to Portland. Which is fine. I like it here. I like Washington too, actually. Washington's nice. I mean, it's adjacent to my home province, so it's not surprising that it reminds me of home. But it's just like a nice chill place to be. People complain about the rain, but I like the rain. You know, you can wear a rain jacket, grab an umbrella, get yourself some nice dry shoes, you're set. Dog doesn't mind the rain. You can walk a dog in the rain. That's fine. You just do it in the morning before you put your makeup on because you don't want to make your hair all frizzy. My son's Venus flytrap was a small one. I only paid around $10. So that's not too bad. There are some hardy plants that are difficult to kill. Most of them are succulents of some kind. Mother-in-law's tongue. Yep. I have a few of those. Those are awesome. You'll see them in shopping malls a lot because they are so difficult to kill that you can just kind of plant them somewhere and then they'll just kind of exist. They need some water, but very rarely. And they need some light, but they don't like need much of it. So like they're super easy. If any of the damage that I've ever done to my snake plants is from over caring for them rather than under caring for them. I've put them in places with too much light and that's kind of burned them a little bit. They would rather just be like plunked in a corner somewhere and forgotten about. It flowered one year because I forgot that I owned it for a winter and I like found it and I was like, wow, you're flowering. You look amazing. You're better off without me. How many mounts do you have? I have something in the range of 400, really 420? I must have gotten some mounts recently. I thought that was less than that. I apparently have 420 mounts. Maybe this character has more of them. I don't know. Really? I guess so. I know it's over 400, but yeah. 420, I guess. I live in Washington, would stay far away. It gets old very fast. I don't know. I've lived in the Northwest my whole life, though. It's nice. I mean, I come from Vancouver Island. It was constantly raining up there. Plans to move to Washington. Can't wait. I love it in Washington, but definitely not for everybody. Yeah, if you are... I know there's lots of people that really thrive on sunlight and who are very prone to seasonal affective disorder where you get very depressed during winter months where there's not a lot of light. And that's the kind of thing that could be exacerbated by living in like a Washington climate, depending on whereabouts you are. Rakoff, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. But I don't know if I'm one of those people. I'm inside a lot. I feel like as long as my sanctuary, as long as my home is like nice and bright and like a nice place to be, I don't mind it being like a little gloomy and rainy outside. I don't go out much. I go out first thing in the morning and it's dark out then anyways. Let me just adjust the dog cam so that we get like a tiny bit more of the dog. Oh. Maybe zoom out. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, well. Worth a shot. A for effort. Speaking of rain, it's insane in Denmark at the moment. You guys getting, like, soaked? We had, it's been raining in odd, like, bursts around here, which is kind of unusual. It's, like, dry season right now. Always wanted to visit Pacific Northwest. Love rain and dark green forests. If you're a vampire, you won't sparkle. Mm-hmm. It's true. You could always go visit Forks if you wanted to. Cute, well-behaved taco. And he's gone. A vampire? I think what I am is a sick gamer. Why go outside when you could be inside doing your elite gaming, your serious gamering. Washington looks nice from afar, but then you get close and you see thorns and petals turning brown. Oh man, people will probably end up aquaplaning their vehicles. Oh no, that's never good. As soon as you're out there driving and all of a sudden you're driving a boat, not the best. I grew up in Washington, moved all across the U.S. Never want to live anywhere but the Pacific Northwest again. And we have some of this. We have a good amount of this here, but I really miss the trees when I'm away from them. Like anytime I visited California, they have beautiful, super tall palm trees there. But you've definitely left the coniferous rainforest once you've gone that far south. And I love me a good forest of, just like spruce and fir and pine trees. And I miss them when I'm not around them. Mr. Hazel just get home? Mm-hmm. Are you rolling Whitemane? What does that mean? Is that a classic server? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm waiting to see what my friends are doing. I have really no idea. Lived in Arizona all my life and have grown to love the sun in 120-degree summers. I think the Arizona weather would cook me. I think I would just die. I'm very sun averse. Even if I'm going outside in the sun, I am slathered in sunscreen because I just don't want sun exposure for my skin. So I feel like I would just stay inside all the time. I wouldn't feel like I was able to go anywhere. UV index frightens me. Other places are fun to visit, but there's no place better to live. Nothing quite like the place you grew up in. Not everybody wants to stay in the place they grew up. I guess it depends on where you grew up, but there's always something a little special about home. Assuming that you liked your childhood. Not everybody did. California has huge pine redwood forests. Can't say I've ever been to North Cal. I feel like I may be being undersold in California because I've only ever visited Anaheim and Irvine. And I imagine that California is probably much nicer once you've left Anaheim and Irvine. No shade on Orange County. It's nice. It's nice. I just don't know if I'd want to live there. BC is beautiful even when it's gray and rainy. Home to the tallest trees in the world. We had some big redwoods in BC. I know there was one that you would always take like class field trips to, and it was like a thing that you would hug it, and it took like 20 people to like hug it. And I mean, the poor tree is probably sick of hugs. I'm surprised that they let you hug it, given that it was like a really historically old tree. But now you just walk right up there with your class. Texas is pleasant to be in. Man, what's Texas like weather-wise? I've never been, clearly. In my head, Texas is basically just like a desert. In my head, it's all like cowboys. It's basically like a desert map in a video game. It's got cacti and it's got cowboys and there's a lot of cowboy boots and there's horses. And then there's Austin, which in my mind is basically like Seattle but sunny. That's my prejudiced imagined version of Texas. I have never been. I'm curious as to what it's actually like. Someone who grew up near OC and Irvine, we all agree it's a dub. There wasn't anything specifically wrong with it. It just felt very, it's one of those places that you go to and you feel very like this place just exists because it needs to. Nobody's really feeling good here. Nobody really wants to be here. Texas isn't a desert? What's it like then? California, but with less rain? Hot and humid. I guess it's close to Florida, right? So I've been there. I can imagine Florida. I don't think I would care for that. Humidity is not my friend. Humidity is not my friend. It's nice for plants, but, I got curly hair. My hair is very prone to frizz. Humidity takes any hard work I may have done on trying to look presentable and just goes, haha, no. Nah, bruh. From El Paso, definitely a desert here. Texas has AC everywhere, so there is that. That would be nice. I mean, it's nice here because we have AC everywhere I go because we bought it for our apartment. Don't come to VA. Is VA Virginia? Texas weather to Florida weather, apples and oranges. What's different about it then? In Florida was like stormy when I went. It was hot and sunny, but also humid, and there was also like rainstorms that would come real quick and be like super rainy. Terrible weather. They have hurricanes. It gets swampy past Houston. 24/7 humidity is Washington. Yeah, we get bursts of it in the summer, but it's usually not too bad around here. I've made mistakes. How did I do that? I thought I was porting to the shore. I didn't think I was porting to here. North Cali's where it's at. Oh. I just wanna work hard and make a lot of money and grow up and get old, and hopefully do so with all my limbs and fingers intact. I have like this thing where I want to live my full life expectancy, which I think most people hope to, but I would also like to do it without losing any fingers or toes or limbs. If I do lose any fingers or toes or limbs, it'll be fine. I'll adapt. It'll be okay. But I feel like if I am like 90 and ready and like at the end of my natural lifespan, assuming that it ends at 90, I don't know, and I'm like sitting there with 10 fingers and 10 toes and 2 arms and 2 legs, I'm just, a little part of me is going to be just like, yes, you know? I don't remember what I was talking about when I started that sentence. Oh, I talked to Janet. That's what I did wrong. That's what. Missouri's great if you like summer and winter. That's why I won't ice skate. I'm convinced my foot will snap off because I'm a clumsy idiot. Nah. Won't snap off. I don't think it would snap off. You might injure yourself a little bit, but honestly, what you're gonna injure ice skating, you're just gonna get some bruises on your knees. You know, you just wear something big and thick. You're just gonna get some bruises in your hands, bruises on your knees because you're gonna fall down a lot. But it's pretty easy to fall down straight. You're probably not gonna be going very fast. I used to, like, I took figure skating lessons when I was like a wee little kid. It didn't last very long. I'm a terrible skater. I am a disgrace to Canadians everywhere. But I was always very afraid that I would fall down and that somebody would run me over while I was down and like slice me with their skates. And for all that I was very afraid of it, it never happened, and it does not seem to be a very common thing. So I think I was just more afraid than I needed to be. I would like to see the situation that would lead to having 10 fingers and toes, but not 2 arms and legs. I guess I didn't even think of that. You're right. That would be quite something. As a university student, I can't see myself living past 28, maybe 30. You just mean like you can't imagine your life that far? You think the stress is going to get you? You'll be all right. You'll be all right. What if you end up with 10 fingers, 10 toes, and 1 leg? They can't save the leg, but they can just scrape off the toes and stick them somewhere else. Oh, no. Oh, man. Hi, Hazel and everyone. What's up, Melodies? How you doing? I am not on PTR. I will be playing it just in general for the sake of videos. I do have some PTR footage that I'm editing, but this is live. I'm just doing a live Siege of Orgrimmar run. I am sort of half-heartedly doing it for the sake of grinding gold. I started with mostly nothing, and we're just kind of vendoring things as we go. But I wouldn't be mad if I got the mount. I wouldn't be upset about it. Click the bombs? Yeah. We got 4 left, and there's 3 here, so I think I might have missed 1. I do really like doing mount runs on the Druid, though, because she's nice and fast. She got Sunfire. It's like a nice, clean run, anyways. Can I not do that while I'm in combat? Is that what's up? Why is it immune? Did I already click those? No. Strange. The joke in Missouri is that there's winter, summer part 2, almost winter, and winter. Sometimes it felt like that back in BC, but we would have some good rainy seasons in between summer and winter. Can't while in combat. If you lost the middle part of your leg, but the foot was intact, and they did some advanced prosthetics to connect your foot back to your body with an artificial limb. I mean, that would be amazing if medicine gets to that point. If you can, like, you know, you have to lose a leg for some reason, but you get to save the foot. I'd be down. I did competitive figure skating, and I saw a collision. Oh dear, it does happen. Oh no. You're gonna make me never skate again. Actually, I could happily never skate again. I am not a very good skater. I don't enjoy, like, community fun skates. Those used to be a thing that you would, like, go to with, like, your family or your friends, and you would just basically, like, skate around in a circle. That never really held any kind of appeal for me. And, you know, it takes so long to get laced into skates. They have so many laces. They go so far up, you can't bend your ankles at all. They never fit right because you're just renting them from the place because you don't want to own skates. I feel like skating is one of those things that should be reserved for people that really wanna, and that people that only like kind of maybe, you know, it's okay. You'll be okay without it. Here in Ohio, I can get all 4 seasons the same week. Fun. Yeah, ideally you keep all of your limbs and digits intact and attached. That's the real dream. I'm so far so good, although I will admit I've been kind of spacey today. I was making this pot of tea, and I grabbed my kettle, like the metal part, full palm on, because for some reason I thought I hadn't put it on yet, but it was boiling. So I gave myself a tiny little bit of a burn. It looks like it's fine now. I took my hand off pretty quick. Reflex is intact. But for some reason, I like to cradle the belly of the kettle as I pour out the water before I like get fresh water. And I don't know why. I can hold it perfectly fine from the handle when it's not going to burn you. But it was definitely hot. It was definitely already good to go. Skates are Velcro now? They are not. Are they really? No, no way. If you lost the middle part of your leg but was able to reattach the rest, wouldn't that make Hazel a real life? No. Someone who lives in Cincinnati can confirm 4 seasons 1 week. That sounds exhausting. I mean, you want to have your season of clothes out and your not season of clothes stored. And then if it's just going to like be snowing and raining and then sunny in the same week, like where do you keep your boots? Just out all the time forever? Sounds like a lot. Did I not start this? I thought I did, but I must not have. Yeah, there you go. Please. Thank you. Quite. I guess while I'm waiting for it to get going, we can see. So we're at 350. This is like the first third of the instance. We can vendor all this and get up to like, might need to keep all those. About 900. So it's like a couple, probably like 2K per siege run. Reflex intact, but instinct to not grab hot pots. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. I've been a little spacey today. I just need to get back in my head. You do old raids for gold? Kind of. There is gold involved, and that's kind of what my excuse for being here. But I think my real excuse was I wasn't getting very far with farming Zinanthid, and I just wanted to do something else for the second half of the stream. Are you the type who needs to have a chunk more than 5 mil so you're not completely broke? Nope. I am not the type. I know the type. They are smart people. They are smarter than me. And that's so not me. I'm going to be dead broke with the Brutosaur and nothing to sell with it. Oh, oops. Oops. Are we okay? Farisa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, I'm talking about. I'm not paying enough attention to anything. I guess while I wait for this to respawn, I can see if I can get the pet cam on somebody. Hey, that's a good boy. If they could make synthetic limbs that looked and worked exactly like real ones, but with hundreds of times the strength and durability, wouldn't you get them replaced? This is a Mechagon Island question for you. No, I wouldn't. I would do it if mine were damaged. Like if I had lost one in an accident or to an illness, I would get those sweet cybernetics in a heartbeat, assuming that I could afford them. But I would not dispose of healthy, intact limbs to replace them with mechanical ones, no. I would consider if they had like eyes that were like super powered and could see super far and super accurately, I would consider switching out one of mine, assuming that it was going to work just as well. But I still probably wouldn't do it. I think the idea of that just like grosses me out a little too much. Brutosaur and Raid would be so helpful. It's real nice to have just one because, you know, sometimes you just need to grab, like, some mats or just, like, a thing. And just nice to be able to pull up the mount just around. Nobody in my raid has one yet, so I'm hoping to be the first. Gonna have the Brutosaur, but be so she's so broke that she can't post anything. Yep, that's me. I'm just gonna be like running around doing world quests, being like, okay, 178 gold here, 142 gold here. I'm rich. I just doubled my net worth. Do you have the Nightbane mount? Love watching your videos. Nightbane. Isn't that the... Night... Oh, no, that's not how you spell that. Nightbane. Nightbane. What's Nightbane? He's killing your gnomes? He's killing my gnomes? My gnomes are okay. Something got him, but... Oh, no, there we go. We're good. Sign me up for some sweet robot arms. Yeah, but like, where's the line? Do you do your entire body but not your head? Do you just go ahead and get yourself a robot brain? Like, where, at what point are you not you anymore? I mean, that's a very old question. That's not a new debate at all, but... Will Classic pull resources away from retail, or do you think they can peacefully coexist? I think they can absolutely coexist. They have very much separate teams. You don't really have much crossover in staff, if any. So, I think that it can absolutely exist on its own terms. I think that Classic may influence development of retail if there's, like, they do something in Classic that goes over very well that they think would make sense in retail. We may see it influencing the design philosophy because they have basically a second place that they can not test things because they're trying to make Classic faithful to what Classic was. But you have, you just have more data about the way WoW players play in different environments. So I think it could be good for that. I like the one cyber eye idea. I'm trying to think of what it would be super useful for though. Like the only thing that I can think of is being able to really accurately read things that are far away. Like I'm not trying to have X-ray vision over here. I feel like that would be an ethical problem real quick. But just being able to like very clearly see and read things. I just want to be able to look at all the birds. I just want to be able to look at all the faraway birds and like see all their little bird details. I just want to spy on birds. I would like the cyber eye. No more glasses would be great. As someone currently running around doing world quest to pay for my sub, I feel personally attacked. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I love doing world quest for a little bit of gold. Where's Galacrest at? Where are you at? Where are you at, buddy? Oh, is that him? Maybe I should like shoot some of these boys. Get them out of the way. I don't see my reticle. I don't see my targeting thing. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found him. Got it. I thought he was coming down. He's probably on his way. It's been a while. Glad you're on Twitch again. What's up, man? How you been? If you keep your torso in your head, you're still yourself. True. I don't know, though. Like, you've had your body your whole life. Like, the cells might change and get swapped out. But at some level, it's kind of cool that you're, like, playing WoW with the same hands that you used to do your homework with in 2nd grade, you know? I feel like there is something that's lost there when you switch that out. I can't articulate exactly what you're losing, but I do feel like you're losing something, and it would be foolish to completely write it off. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that if you lose limbs, you're any less of a person. I'm just saying that you shouldn't voluntarily lose your limbs for an upgrade. I am on the anti-Mechagon train. The Kara Dragon mount, I think. That one I have, yeah. The brain is the weak stuff. The weak spot. Forget stuff. Always wants chocolate. Oh, man. Are you doing a raw gold farm at the moment? Kind of, yeah. I just kind of got bored farming Zenithid. Don't regret buying mine? Oh, yeah. Preemptive congrats to Brutosaur. Thank you. Reticle. More vocabulary building with Hazel. Is that how it's spelled? I actually don't know how reticle is spelled in the context of like a targeting reticle. You're not using the same hands the cells have shed and excreted. They have, but on some level, it's the same. Like, I understand that all the parts are different, but I still think that it's a little bit more the same than if I just, like, bought one from Samsung. The second I can become a cyborg, I will. I'm down once I'm, like, old. I guess maybe like, it depends on the state of my limbs. If they are fully functioning, I want to keep them. But if they're not working anymore, then I'm down for an upgrade. I don't know. I just don't want to, like, get rid of it before, while it's still good. If your brain can be kept in a jar and you got a new body, is that a new person? It might be, but if I was gonna die anyways, I'm down. Like, I'm super game for that. You can, I mean, maybe not. I also don't want to, like, I don't think that living forever would be a particularly good thing. I don't think that would be a very nice existence. I don't think that I would want to, but I don't know. The problem with being a brain in a jar is that you can't get out of the jar if you want out of the jar. You know, you got a little Black Mirror White Christmas situation going on. BFA is my favorite, followed only by Mists. I think I haven't really adjusted my ratings yet, but BFA is fighting with Kata for my favorite. Considering resubbing to WoW, enjoyed the heck out of WoD. That Legion content was too much for me. Hoping there's not too much to do. BFA definitely suffers from too much to do syndrome. They have absolutely gone in on making as much content as they possibly can. Your best bet would be to resub, but just kind of, you know, take it one thing at a time. Like, don't let the game set your goals, set your own goals so that you don't get overwhelmed by feeling like you have to do too many things. Because there's a lot of stuff to do, but you don't have to do anything. You can pick one thing that you want to work towards and then only do activities that directly support that goal. You don't got to do it all. Ship at Theseus convo. Nice. That's what it was called. I knew it was a boat metaphor. I couldn't remember what the boat was called. A little light Friday conversation. Living forever would be fine as long as you could wipe your memory every few hundred years. That's like a sticky thing to deal with too, though. Like, at that point, you may as well just, like, have some kids and be like, okay, you're the new me. Go for it. Have fun. Like, they're not, but they may as well be at that point. The thought of old age and death terrifies me. Definitely take immortality if possible. I feel like I'm too young to have an opinion. It's very well and good for me to be like, oh, I don't want to live forever. I'm going to age gracefully, but I'm 26. I could very easily change my mind as I get older. So I don't think I have really much of a leg to stand on. Bodie McBothface? I do play in Lightbringer. No one's selling leg armors. They sell really well for good profit. Leg armors in what, though? Leg armor. Do people buy, like, I've been selling a couple of weapons, but not really much. They're hard to sell, and they've got really big deposits, which is why I tend to avoid them. Hit 120, having trouble using what I want to do first. Too much choice. Yeah, I would ignore everything except for Najatar and Mechagon at first. And with Mechagon, just go get your punch card. And then just come back later when you're ready. Like, just stick with Najatar at first, because that's going to get you... Like, you want to get flying. Assuming that you don't already have it. You want to get flying. But Najatar is going to help get you geared. You can get Benthic. You can get Benthic upgraded. And the gear that you get there will serve you in other parts of the game when you eventually get around to it. How much gold do you make from bendering all the boss drops? Probably like... I'm at 1,300 now, and I'm at like 1K, about halfway through. So probably like 2K. A little under 2K for a siege run. It takes like an hour, though. I'm so slow at this. How do you guys do siege in half an hour? Maybe I would have to, like, be speed running it and not chatting at all. I probably could be going faster. Hospice nurse? That is difficult work, I imagine. I wouldn't want to live forever, but I'd like to live indefinitely. That would probably be the move. I could see it. Best to just do Nash first. I'm at the point where I'm about to come back as well. I would say so. Like, you want to start both of them. You're gonna start in Najatar, because you can't even get to Mechagon until you've unlocked Najatar. Get your essences unlocked right away. Like, basically, you're gonna do the Najatar intro sequence. They're gonna send you to do some stuff with Magni. That will get your neck upgraded, and that will get you the essence system started. So you do that, and then it sends you to Mechagon, and you want to get out there, get your feet wet, and then you can just start working on rep. I would try to get flying. I would try to work towards your Pathfinder goals because those are just good goals in general. And flying is going to make everything else that you want to do easier. Speed gear. Yeah, that's probably why. Focused on Pathfinder when I first hit 120. Took the words out of my mouth. I can't wait for Worgen and Goblin reaction videos. Observations and commentary are the best. I think I'm splitting them up. I think it's too much for one video if I'm ever going to get a video done. But that is the thing that is on my currently active table. That is the thing I'm currently working on. I haven't decided what I want to say about it, though. I have all the footage. I've seen it all. You run Siege in 10 minutes? How? How? I am always in here for a solid hour. Every single time. Contract for Nashville doing magic at the mech one. I personally got the Mechagon one because I struggled more with Rustbolt rep than I did with Najatar rep. But after a while, one or the other is going to pull ahead for you depending on which zone is easier for you to grind. But I found it easier to get Najatar rep. I don't know if I'm in the majority. What about you guys? What do you guys think? Stealth and sprint by all the trash. Oh, I guess that's true. But I want to vendor all the stuff. Oh man, we still have to do this bottom half there. Oh, oops. Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, I keep forgetting this is an elevator. I really am gonna be in here forever. Oh, I'm here. Am I at the bottom? This is exactly where I want to be. I will take that. Rustbolt was hard. I always get more rep from Mechagon. Detest Mechagon rep. A big chunk of Mechagon rep was from like stuff I didn't want to do. Like the rare fish. There are a bunch of different rare fish that you can fish up and turn in once a day for extra rep. But like I so did not want to do that. It was going to take so long. Not about that life myself. Owl form and flat. How are you farming the gold? Not very effectively right now. Generally speaking, enchants, alchemy, and flipping is the gist of it. I've been doing material shuffles to get my enchanting mats cheaper, so I have a greater margin on my enchants that I sell. But this has been a mistake. I always think Siege is going to be faster than it actually is. I just, you know, I could have run past all this stuff, but like if I just stop and kill it, look, I just made an extra 16 gold. When you only have 90k left to go until you're Brutosaur, 16 gold feels like a lot of gold. I want all of them. I want all of the 16 gold. If there was 7 gold right there, no problem. No biggie. You get your gold. Mechagon rep crept ahead of Naz eventually. Yeah. I feel like if you're playing very casually, Najatar will come faster, but if you're actually like really digging in and grinding it out, Mechagon will come faster. Selling the WoD 30 slot bags. My garrison is self-sufficient. There you go. Enchant gold guide when? I mean, the enchant gold guide is basically make enchants and sell them. That's pretty much the guide. There you go. Helped you out. You make enchants and you sell them. Make sure you have the enchanting rod when you're disenchanting stuff so you get the extra mats. And aside from that, it's just like normal gold making rules. Like you want to craft the ones that have good margin and also good sale rates. With enchants, it doesn't hurt to have like a little bit of everything because their deposits are very low, so you can afford to repost things. I am close to getting my Brutosaur. It's looking like it's going to be a Sunday thing. Description is ridiculously good right now. That I need to pick up. I'm not going to pick up any new professions right now before the end of my grind because it usually requires a little bit of investment to actually get rolling with them, and I'm just trying to finish. But in general, I do really want to... Hang on, I leave this way, right? Get every profession set up and leveled on all of my... across my various alts so that I have access to a little bit of everything. That's really what I want. 2k from 25 heroic fireland, selling everything. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's nice. It's kind of... I see gold from dungeon runs as being like a nice bonus when you're already in there for something like a mount or a pet or a toy or something like some transmog. You get reasonable gold from it if you're doing runs already. I wouldn't necessarily do this just for the gold over a different activity. You're absolutely going to be better off just farming. Like I could have gotten on a mining character and just flown around and mined and done a lot better than this. Do the world quest for about 10 days. You'll get flying in that time. Remember to do the pet battles. The pet battles, especially in Mecha, got huge. As long as you hit each of them once, you're going to be doing good. You have to shuffle the mats around. If you make the mats at the auction and craft them, you won't make anything. It's a little profitable on Lightbringer to just buy the mats and craft stuff, but I do shuffle mats around. But, I mean, that's also... I mean, I guess I can still make the video, but it's basically craft green bracers, disenchant them. Well, sorry, you craft green bracers, and then you scrap the greens, and then you disenchant the blues, and then take the expulsive, and you craft the epics, and then you disenchant those. So, yeah, I guess there is, like, a few steps to it. It's one of the things on my list. I have a big list, and I'm not moving through it very quickly. I need something. I need help or therapy or more cheesecake or I don't know. Practice. Maybe just a little more practice, a little more time. I don't know what I need. How close is the gold count now? I can double check when I log back over, but as of now, it should be around like 4.91, 4.92 or so, like sort of 70, 80k away. Ish, approximately. So I want to do the gross one first. I want to do, I want to go this way first. Can I just go through this door? Yeah. Yeah, I can. All right, let's get spoils done. I just want spoils over with. You should just hire an editor. I should, but like I don't know. Maybe I'll DM you some questions about it. I don't know. My videos don't make enough money to be able to pay an editor. I don't think. Like, my videos are not the same tier as your videos. I don't think I can afford it. At least not paying somebody what they're worth, which is not cheap. I miss Hazel Pet Battle Guides. Enchants, what else? I do alchemy too. Add-on for auctionist prices is TSM, Trade Skill Master. Don't know nothing but Crafts to DE. I like big lists. Why don't you just sell a WoW token? Because that feels like giving up. That feels like cheating. I don't want to just pay 25 bucks to have this over with. That's just giving up. I don't want it. Also, I don't know why I can't kill these mobs. They're like immune to me. All right, we're good. We're good. It's been a big week. Hard to go wrong with more cheesecake. It is pretty good. Hard to find a good one that's affordable. Yeah. I mean, I just like, I want to, if I'm going to pay somebody, I want to pay them what they're worth. And I also don't want like anything super basic. So I feel like that's a problem for like, I don't know, a much larger channel version of me. And I can handle my editing just fine. I'm quite quick at editing when I actually like sit down and do it. I have my processes optimized to the point that I don't have to repeat a lot of work, so it's not too fiddly. It's just a matter of, like, I don't know. I have recording anxiety. It's the dumbest thing. I've been doing this forever. I don't know why, but when it comes time to actually sit down and record a voiceover or record a vlog, it takes me so long to just get over myself and spit out 10 words in a row. I, like, can't do it. I can, but it's just, it's harder than it feels like it should be. I'm sure that's probably normal. I bet everybody deals with that. TEP? No idea. You mean TSM? Cooking stream when? Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Wednesday the 14th, I think it is. Yeah, Wednesday the 14th, 3 p.m. So same stream time slot as this stream. But instead of playing WoW, I will be in my kitchen making a cherry pie. What if I gifted it? Very nice thought, but I will not accept. I will not show weakness. I will not accept donations. Well, I will not accept gold donations. I always accept money donations, but I won't buy a token with them. Is it the current tiers raid? Oh, Eternal Palace. I see. I've never heard anybody call it TEP. I've never in my life heard anybody be like putting together a TEP run. Like, I feel like TEP is just a really lukewarm, a very tepid acronym, you could say. YouTubers have recording anxieties. I have a friend who spends 6 hours working on 10 minutes of audio. I record a new video every day, no problem. Yeah. I feel like and the thing is, I feel like I can get there. I know that I have it in me to just, like, sit down and one-take wonder it and have it be perfectly good. I just, I'm in my own way sometimes. I don't really know what to do about it. And it's just, I guess I just have to work on it. Maybe spend some time thinking about what it is I'm afraid of, because I have no idea. I'm not that much of a perfectionist really anymore. I used to be. I'm kind of over it. It's okay. Not every video is going to be perfect. Sometimes I'll have mistakes. That's okay. Generally speaking, I just want to have it done in a way that I'm happy with it, and that's fine. Oh man, how do you get this fight done really quickly? Am I doing it wrong? I'm just opening crates and killing things and hoping for the best. Like, I know I get it done, but it still feels very, very slow. I wish I could just, like, take a big sledgehammer and then drive a little go-kart around this room with the sledgehammer, like, sticking at the side, so I just, like, break open all the crates at once. That would be real sweet. Have you considered my video making coaching services? Oh man. So I often have very dumb ideas, and I had a real dumb idea about one thing that I could do after like my streaming career is over. I would love to help other streamers set up their streaming spots. Like, my husband likes to just browse through streamers on Twitch, and I like to stand behind him and just look at everybody's streaming setup, like their camera and what's behind them and how they've designed it. And many of them are really cool, and some of them need help. I would love... Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't quit this run because I've already started it. But, like, oh, gosh, I wish I could. I would love to, like, do a series where I just visit streamers and, like, take them shopping and redesign their spaces to be both functional and look, like, much better. That would be a fun show to do. Like, 35-year-old Hazel can do that. Getting older makes you over it easier. I was gonna ask how to do the fight quick when you said that. Yeah, I don't think I've actually wiped to that before. That's a new one for me. I may not have been paying enough attention. Let's sprint back, pay a little bit more attention. Get on top of it. How does it make you feel that she used your comment to segue into, you know what's a really dumb idea? It did remind me of my dumb idea. I'm not saying your idea was dumb, but you're right, it did remind me of that. Hazel eye for the unaesthetic guy. Yeah, I wanna streamer queer eye people. Spoils was more fun when it was current content. It's awful to solo now. Yeah, I mean, it's just like having teams to do the sides simultaneously makes this much easier. It's not hard, it's fine. I just wasn't paying enough attention. You want to do big crates because you can kill them very easily. And use my speed buff. There's a big crate. I'll get back to chat after this. I don't want to wipe again. Nobody wants to watch the stream where I wipe to spoils twice. That is not the dream. Okay, is that good? There we go. And up we get. It always drives me nuts that it's, like, hey. Am I not okay? Am I I could have sworn you have more time than that. I must be doing something really wrong. You can solo spoils. I'm just doing something wrong. Am I using the hook too soon? Oh, okay. That might be it, because I did die when I did that. I don't think you need to kill everything before you leave. I've done that before. Are you flipping? I'm flipping the switch, yeah. I have to wait? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Didn't realize the stream quality wasn't auto, brought it down to 360. There you go. That's how it goes. Well, now I'm mad. I can't let this beat me. Only flip it when the bar was full? I thought I did. I don't think you have to open every crate. I swear normally I don't. Let's try this again. I'll wait a little bit longer after flipping the switch before I take the chain. Because after you flip the switch, I think you need to hop back to go do the other side. Isn't that true? I do kind of want to kick the machine, but I feel like that's not the answer it wants. Oh, everything from the crates that you break open? Oh, maybe. Try killing anything that you do before you leave. I see. What a silly, weird thing for it to want. Okay. Fine. Fine. One. Start. Let's do the other side this time. All the fat crates are on this side. This is not how I envisioned today's stream go. Next time I go, you know what? Let's just do Siege of Orgrimmar real quick. You need to stop me and say, Hazel, there's no such thing as let's just do Siege of Orgrimmar real quick. It does not exist. It's a dream, and it's not the one that you want to be living. I mean, I do need to do this a few more runs. So, lever almost active. Lever active. Click the lever. I have killed everything in the space. All the red juju's gone. And now I'm using the thing. Maybe I just need to wait for the red juju. And then we do this side. And this should be fine. So it was one of those two things, probably. Oh, man. It's funny. If I'm streaming, the second it's after 5, I'm instantly, like, super hungry. I'm feeling a mac and cheese vibe for dinner, although there are other options. I, at some point, need to make that apple tart thing. I guess I could do that today, but I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. I feel like I need a weekend day where I didn't have anything super crazy going on. Throw bombs. I don't want bombs. There we go. I think I need, if I'm gonna attempt anything complicated cooking-wise, I think I need to do it at the end of a fairly non-stressful day. This is only frustrating because I know I've done it before. We've done this at least 2 or 3 times on stream with no issue. It's never been a problem for me. Okay, so now I'm allowed to actually run through, which is nice. It's nothing worse than reprogressing on a fight that you've already killed. That's the worst feeling. Now you got me thinking of mac and cheese. Instant Pot mac and cheese, I swear, has changed my life. It's so easy and it's so good. I hate that stupid handy gadget. It's overpowered. It's breaking the kitchen game. It's also nice when the weather's really hot because it's not leaking as much heat as an oven or a stove will. You're not sending as much humidity and heat into your kitchen, which is nice when it's... Oh, I didn't wait for all the juju. I think we're okay. I better not die. Okay. And then, what, this side? Or did I do all... This side. We got lots of time. It definitely wasn't a time issue. I am not on an EU realm. This isn't YouTube. No, I gave up on YouTube streaming. I tried it. I gave it a solid 2 years. It was fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I've decided that for me, Twitch is the place to be. Hazel, so glad I can finally catch a stream. How's Twitch treating you so, Frosty Slushy? Twitch has been great. Twitch has been wonderful. Everybody's been welcoming. Everybody's been friendly. People have been surprisingly no more toxic than they were on YouTube. It's been like the exact same amount of moderation needed, which is like almost none because you guys are very chill. It's a nice place to be. Okay, can I, is this it? There we go. That's what we needed. Do I need the seals for anything? Is there a chance for me to get anything better by using seals than just running it normally? Man. I am a regular in the 10-minute timeout corner. Oh, man. New fresh face to the Twitch scene? True. Never been seen before. I remember old Hazel in the before time when she was skeptical about the Instant Pot. I'm still mad about it. We're still not, I guess we're kind of friends. I do like the stupid thing. I like wipe it down to make it all shiny. We have 3 different like sealing rings for it, so we can have rings for different like flavor profiles of food. And I'm an Instant Pot person now. It's just, it happened. I didn't want it to. I didn't choose this life. The life chose me, and it made it such a nice cheesecake. It made such a delightful cheesecake, and it was so easy. A lot of big YouTubers try to go straight to Twitch and fail. I don't necessarily think that, like, I was already on Twitch before I went to YouTube, and I was doing fine. I wasn't doing this, but we were doing fine. Few of you remember old Twitch Hazel. It was all right. I know old Hazel who was a PvP goddess. That has been a while. Also, I feel like goddess is a stretch. I do want to go back though. It was this character. It wasn't this Mog. I used to wear different Mogs. Same staff though. I've been using this polearm forever. I want to bring it back. I also want to do 1,700 other things. There's just not enough hours in the day. Time has been flying by me this year. I feel like the last like 18 months, days just flip by like a flip book. Like I wake up every morning, my alarm goes off, I like grab my glasses, and every time I do that, I get like a flashback to the last like 50 times that happened, because they just happen one after another after another. Like days happen in like, it feels like half an hour. They just go so fast now. And I'm a little afraid that's never slowing down. This is just how life is now. I've heard that as you get older, time seems to pass faster, and I feel like it just hit like a turbo drive. There's no more tea in here. It's empty. I remember not being able to sleep after watching you play Bloodborne because your streams were at like 2 a.m. EU time. I know your main is a Shadow Priest. As someone who mains Fire Mage wants to branch out, do you suggest Shadow? Is it really as fun as it seems? Oh yeah. Shadow is a blast because the playstyle is just really fun. Your performance, like, the fact that you have a real fail state, like if you mess up and you drop your void form early, that's a big bummer. So the threat of doing that makes it so much more satisfying when you're getting those nice, long, juicy void forms, because you're playing correctly and you're reading the situation correctly and you're taking the steps to set yourself up for success. So Shadow is a blast. It is rough at low gear levels. Shadow is hard when you are under geared. You are going to feel like you're basically not even there. And it's a rough moment until you get your gear up a little bit. But yeah, no, it's so fun. Nothing better than finishing some work, enjoying WoW and the stream. Happy weekend, everybody. It doesn't slow down. The longer you're live, the less one day means to you in the grand fraction of things, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. I'm just not happy about it. I think also it's because when I was young, every experience that I had was a new experience. And now that I'm slightly older, I am largely doing things that I've done many times before, so my active brain is not engaged in as many of the activities that I'm doing. I am kind of autopiloting through a lot of my life because I know how to do things now. So I feel like if I wanted to squeeze a little more time out of my days, I would need to be exposing myself to more new experiences. Cherith, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Also, I see that I missed a resub from Furf. It was about 40 minutes ago, so my apologies. But thank you. Small, unique, mindful moments slow things down. Once I hit like 410 Shadow, became so smooth, but being stuck there is annoying. You get a certain amount of haste too. You get like a certain amount of haste that you feel like you can actually like get yourself into a nice void form rhythm. And that's good. Have a great night. Thanks for the great stream. An adorable doggo who crosses legs perfectly. Oh man. He started grooming himself like a cat. Do all dogs do that? I haven't had a different dog for a long time. This is the only dog I've really had in recent memory. Do all dogs groom themselves like that? He just likes licking his fur. I'm amazed he doesn't give himself fur balls. He's a very furry dog. When is the long boy coming? Probably Sunday. Looking at probably Sunday. I have terrible traits in my Shadow Priest. It's annoying. Don't have enough Chorus of Insanity. Yeah. We are also somewhat trait dependent and essence dependent. I am so glad that I have my rank 3 raid essence now, the golem thing, because I am using that on Ishara. And basically any other fight that has so much movement that I don't feel like I'm keeping up with the Lucid Dreams Void forms. Because Lucid Dreams is a rough one. Like, it's great. It's very good. It's very good damage. It's hard to outdo it. But I just, you know, you finally get to the point where you've popped it and then you're like, oh no, I need to run behind a pillar. She's about to arcane detonate. Oops. It's tough. It's tough life. One of my dogs does that too. Mine do too. Okay. Well, as long as it's normal. I thought it might be like a nervous thing too. Like, he's just a generally anxious dog. He's got a lot of nervous feelings in his body, so I felt like maybe it was a nerves thing. Dogs do not do that. You have a cat. I also started noticing it more. He also licks his paw and rubs his face with it. And I swear I didn't notice that until we got the cat. My theory is that the cat taught him to do that. But I may be just like imagining that because it is kind of a cute story. It sounds like the kind of thing I might imagine. Alright, we've done both sides. We are finally ready to go through and do Paragons. I'm going to try very hard not to wipe on them, and then we can do Garrosh, and then we can vendor the rest of this gear, log over to the bank, I'll see what the final number is, and see what we have to do by Sunday. I feel like, depending on how many enchants I manage to sell, I may be there before Sunday, but I promise, pinky swear, you know, like, special handshake promise, I will not buy the Brutosaur off stream. I would not do that. I have a golden who likes being clean. If a dog licks, there might be something wrong in that area. Trying to teach myself how to use Lucid Dreams in LFR before I try an actual raid. It's so hard to time. Yeah, like, you want it at, like, 20-ish stacks. Like, I know when to pop it. It's just, like, you don't want to, like... what always happens to me is I kind of space out during raid. And I realize that I'm already at, like, 24 stacks and it's too late and I'm about to leave Void form. And it's too late to pop it. And then I have to wait till the next one, but it's like already off cooldown and I should have used it already, and like, oh. It's just a matter of being awake enough to remember to pop it at 20. Get Joker some CBD dog treats. I think we've tried that. I think that's one of the things that we've tried. If you have a good AoE class, you could use them. Use a weak order to remind me when I'm at 20 stacks of Void form. I mean, I have my what do you call it? My insanity bar, which is like a weak core / add-on. And that shows me like a count of my insanity in the screen, so I don't have to worry too much about like looking up at my buff. But it doesn't alert me specifically at 20. Sometimes I pop it at 18 if I feel like there's going to be a little movement, so I have like a little more wiggle room, because the worst thing is when you pop it and then you instantly lose Void form because you just like weren't quite ready, because it takes a global to pop the darn thing. That's the worst. That definitely happens to me sometimes. I guess I should be in Moonkin form, or like Glyph of Stars form. So this is the guy I want to watch out. Get out of the way of the Sonic. Okay, he's down. Can I kill these things? Yeah, I can. That's nice. Sometimes they don't let you do trash during the fight. I just want to loot it. I just want to loot it and be like, that 17 gold is for me. That's my 17 gold. Kaz, you okay up there? Did I break it? You alright, buddy? You wanna come say hi? Oh, maybe I need to kill this thing. No, I can't kill that thing. I broke it. Oh, no. How do I fix it? fine. Fine. It's the second to last boss. Do I have to run all the way through the instance, or is it gonna put me somewhere in the middle? Do I have to run all the way back? Is that pro gamer posture? What happened? Hazel melted. I bugged out paragons. I wiped twice on spoils and I bugged out paragons. And I'm hungry. It's been a long day. And I haven't even made the Friday video yet. I still have to do that. Oh man. That video might have a little bit of a vibe to it. It might have a little bit of an I'm done vibe. You don't need to run all the way? Okay. Make a group and leave it to leave the instance. Oh, that's fine. I'm almost back. You don't need to run all the way? Gotcha. You shouldn't have hearthed? I was told to hearth! Spawn before spoils? Ah, that's fine then. We're almost back. It's not a far flight. Now it'll fix everything. More cheesecake? That's me after dinner. I feel like it's going to be a mac and cheese. Well, I should eat some kind of vegetable. I have, what do I have? I have spinach. I can have mac and cheese if I also have a spinach salad, right? That's like some amount of vegetable content. Hazel, the boss, bugged out. Get it? Yeah. Uh-huh. The boss. I feel like if I'm redesigning my office, I should redesign like a little spot underneath my desk that's just like a really cozy little square, like a cat bed, but for a people. And then whenever I'm done, I just go under there. I just crawl under my desk and I don't anymore. Spinach is good in mac and cheese? Mac and cheesecake, both dinner and dessert. Oh man, alright. Off we go. At least I can sprint, that's nice. Ate mac and cheese, added some mixed vegetables. I usually put broccoli in mine, so I guess I can do that too. I can do broccoli, mac and cheese, and a spinach salad, and that's close enough. Spinach only good in pizza. This weekend, I'm gonna try and make a spinach, apple, blue cheese tart. I have like a fancy recipe from a fancy cookbook, and I'm gonna try and make something fancy. Sleeping under the desk like George Costanza at the Yankees. Yeah, I don't think I want to sleep there. I just want, like, I don't know. I swear I saw a show where some lady kept, like, a bottle of wine under her desk for that. I don't think that I want to drink either. I don't know. I just want, like, I don't know. An alone spot under there. Spinach is good in smoothies, too. Advise me not to kill council too fast. Yeah. I haven't had issues with it in the past as long as I was only killing one of them at a time, but that is probably what happened. Don't kill it too fast. Yep. True. You're not wrong. Put little stringy Christmas lights down there. Oh, man. I don't really want to decorate with string lights just because I've seen them so much and I feel like they're cute, but sometimes they can be a little, like, college dormy, you know? Alright, let's make sure we got 3 feet on the ground and then I will kill one. We're gonna have 3 feet on the ground. So we're gonna get a new guy. Maybe only 2 feet on the ground. Maybe only start with 3. Oh no, there we go. 3 feet on the ground. And then we're gonna take one out. And I'm still gonna prioritize, oh well. I didn't mean to dot him, but he's fine. I'm still gonna prioritize, Manipulator once he comes down. 3 feet in the ground. Okay, I'm gonna wait a second. I say 3 feet. It's actually like at least 6, if not more. They've got a lot of feet. I don't want to do foot math. There he is. That's my boy. Get out of here. Go home, my dude. Excuse you. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, we're good. 2 feet. I think these might be the last 2. I don't know, I wasn't counting. I don't know how many bugs there are. There's too many. What do they all eat? Do they all live together in like a pod? Do they all have the same home? Are any of them dating? Has anybody asked these important questions? Okay. We killed paragons. That's good. I'm leaving. We're going to kill Garrosh. Spinach good in smoothies too. You know, I'm not mad at kale in a smoothie. I thought it was like a real hipster thing to do. But having done it, hang on, am I going the other way? I feel like I should be going downhill, not uphill. Having had kale smoothies, I'm not mad at them. As long as there's like also fruit, so you can't really taste the kale, you can only see the kale, I'm fine. Paragons actually do have a lot of lore. Okay, so you might know. Are any of them in love? Important questions. Go towards mobs. I don't know. I don't see them there. You see how dark this is? Actually, it's a little darker up here because I've got some glare from the lights behind my monitors, but yeah, it's rough. They love the old gods. I want them to love each other. I don't know why I'm so whiny today. I just want the bug bosses to be in love with each other. I don't even mind if there's some triangles. I am down for some love boss bug triangle action. You know, we can make a drama out of this. You want Machinima to come back? Do it K-drama style. That's the dream. Oh, gosh. So close to the Brutosaur. Mm-hmm. Should be another day or 2. I feel like I'm going to be a little let down when I get it, because then I'll be like, well, now what? I've been working towards this for a whole year. Like, that's a long time for me. I have a very short attention span. I don't usually stick to projects that long. I have those questions when I see ogres, but not bugs. Mantid are cool. They love to eat anything not Klaxy. Oh man, monitor does the same thing every time the sun goes down. Yeah, I mean, it's my own fault. Well, I mean, I have streaming lights that are behind my monitors, and I have them for a good reason. If I have them off, I look like this, which is a stream. It's just not the stream that I really intended to have. So that's why I have some lights up, and it's great. It makes the monitor a little darker. It's only a problem when I'm looking for something that's like in a very dark place. Like when I'm running the Stratholme Pet Dungeon, I get real lost. Olive, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Got a heart of fear then? I hope you take it on a nice long run around the world once you get it. Yo, once I get it, it's gonna be my new best friend. I'm gonna move to selling enchants on my priest so that I can be out doing world quests and just reset them every 35 seconds. My own fault too, won't buy curtains. I actually ordered a curtain rod. There's a curtain in this office that is just tacked up because I was so traumatized from installing this curtain rod that I didn't ever want to do another one. But I've decided post vacuum mounting that I can do it. I can install a curtain rod with some drywall anchors. I have a drill. I'm a strong, independent woman. I can do anything I want to. So I ordered a curtain rod. I'm gonna get it up there. RIP my walls, but it's and then I'll be able to open the curtain because right now it's just always closed, and that's fine. I don't want to record in daylight because it takes me so long to record that the daylight changes and that looks awkward in editing. But I do want to be able to open the window when I'm not recording because it might be a little glare behind my monitors, but I also want to be able to get a little light through here for the sake of some plants, and then I can have some plants. I don't know why I got in such a funk and stopped researching. Aloe vera naturally produces latex? That's wild. Scary Hazel. Waycrest Manor's too dark for me. Waycrest is such a cool place though. Like Stratholme is dark and depressing and like there's not a lot out there, but Waycrest is such a cool like spooky manor. Whenever I'm in Waycrest, I'm instantly transported in my mind to the set of that Backstreet Boys music video. You know which one I'm talking about? Like, they randomly did a music video for, like, one of their biggest hit songs. Maybe it was NSYNC. One of those two. And it was in, like, a haunted manor. Which one was that? Curtain Rod stream? Nope, nope. Both because you're not allowed to see out my window and because no. You remember the PC building stream? At least I wasn't damaging my drywall. Oh, man. Strong, independent woman who don't need no man until I see a spider that saved me. I do call on my partner for large bugs, if they're scary. I can do large bugs that I know are not scary. If there's a large bug and it's scary, I will get help with it. Not because I'm a woman, but because, no. I feel like we all have our own strengths and weaknesses that are independent of our genders, and it's not a bad thing to ask for help if you need help. If it's a large unidentified spider, I need some help. You're on Twitch now, left YouTube? I did. Hopes for next expansion, would love to see the world revamped. I'm fine with the world. I think the Cata did a good enough job. I'd rather them move that effort towards making new content, and I really want them to fully realize the Black City of Neolotha of the Old Gods. I want to go full Lovecraft is what I want. Spiders are friends. Outside, yes. Indoors, if they're big, nah. Well, if it depends on what time it is too. If it's like 3 in the morning, I will accept that I've stayed up too late and that is their shift. Like, there are wolf spiders around here that hunt at night, and if you stay up late enough, you'll see them, and they're big, but you'll never see them unless you're up at like 2 to 4 in the morning. So if I see one of those, I just like leave it alone and go to bed and just accept that it lives there, and it's because I stayed up into its time territory. But if it's like, 10 in the morning and there's a giant spider, that is getting escorted outside. Your partner, like your police partner? No, like my spouse. We married. I'm super married, dude. I can't do Waycrest because my sunset darkens my monitor. I'm real excited that I shifted my desk so that I don't get, like, I used to get glare not only from my lights, but also from another window in this room. It used to, like, 4 to 6, approximately, roughly, like, depending on the season, would really, really get me. So that was my 4th attempt on the Corcoran Juggernaut. I did not receive the mount, but I did get, let's see. Let's finish our vendor here. See how much gold. See what our big grand total is. Super married, Hazel Bingo. Real married. The marriedest. I'm the most married. I'm tired. I don't know what's up with me today. There's one of those streams. Alright, we can toss all this. We can toss all this. I don't want carrots. I don't want leeks. I can't use that. I don't want ruined orbs. Those I can probably learn and then vendor. So we're up to like 2,700. We made about 2,500 gold from a full clear of siege on Mythic. That's fine. That's acceptable. Any spiders a no-go for me? I made a cup of tea and actually managed to drink it before it went cold. It's a good evening. There you go. Over 7 kids and married 18 years. Very married. You're right. That is the marriedest. Where are you? Home. I'm real jealous of this thing. Okay, I'm going to send over my whopping 2,500 gold and see where we're at. I guess I'll send over 2,700 gold. Better than 0? Yeah. Not nothing. Plus. Oh. You have 4 spiders in your living room. Susan, Saskia, Sandra, and Samantha, and I love them with all of my heart. That's adorable. How do you remember which spelling is which character? I don't. I know my Bankal, and I know my main priest, and the rest of them are a real gamble. Alright, let's see here. Let's make sure that I'm not taking anything I don't plan to be. That one was Maro. I don't think he actually gave me anything. I sold my veiled crystals. I sold some enchants. I sold some mount shoes. So 43k. because I liquidated my enchanting supplies and my Zenithid, which was the plan. So that's good. That puts us up to, and then we've got another 2K coming in. I'm going to do a little reset here. 4.95. I am at 4,955,367 gold. So Sunday is the answer. Need another 45K. So close. Get rid of the bracers for 45K. Oh man, I guess I could put them in trade. I guess I could advertise them in trade. I do. Oh, that's what you meant by vendor your bracers. Maybe that's not what you meant by vendor your bracers. I do have a pair of bracers in front of flip. I would take 45K for them. I wouldn't be thrilled about it because that's like real cheap for those bracers, but I would take 45K for them. Let me do a quick reset. Tweet when you hit 5 mil. I mean, I wouldn't buy anything until the stream. Asking me to tweet is a big sell for me these days. I'm real allergic to social media right now. I'm like almost afraid of it. I've developed anxiety about posting anything that's like permanent. So I'll post to my Instagram story or I'll stream, but that's because these things feel like they don't last forever. Anything that's going to be up on the page until the end of time is like too stressful for me. Buy the long neck on stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Be at work Sunday, so if I miss it, grats Hazel. Thanks, dances. Okay, let's see. So, my auctions. What is it? These guys. Cancel. / join train. I guess I should turn off for this character specifically. There. I too, bundle of anxieties. I wish I'd thought about that before starring in all of those nudist documentaries. I can't even post a selfie on Instagram anymore. I don't know. I'm growing out of some complexes as I get older, and I'm like picking up a bunch of new ones. Okay. I guess of all things in life, not being able to post a selfie on Instagram is probably a perfectly fine thing to not be able to do. I can probably live my entire life and not do that and be okay. I think it's going to be fine. Alright, so what am I doing? I'm posting a trade. Selling. 415 Soothing Currents. I'm going to say 50K because, no, really 45K for next 5 min only. Sintel. Saw your vid on the Soundless mount. Any luck on the other two? There must be somebody with a similar name that made a video because that's not the first time I've heard that, and I have not made a video on the Soundless mount. I probably should have, but I don't think I did. Fred and Wowhead, they're getting rid of the Brutosaur on Saturday. They're not. He's messing with you. SC Afterlife, thank you very much for the gift sub, and grats to Holokitty. Is trade chat shared between main cities now? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is in all of the cities, for sure. I will give that whisper 5 minutes, because that's what I said I did. So I'll be here until 5:42, and at which point I will give up. Until then, I'm going to put them in, well, I don't want to accidentally post them again. Because if I'm going to sell them, I need to do it directly. Oh, taker. Dances! Do you actually need them? They're crit haste. Will you wear them? Actually, honestly, you could flip them. You can absolutely sell them for more than 45K. Crit haste? Alright. Alright. Fine. I will meet you in Borealis. This tea is so cold. So cold. All right. I'm not mad about this because it's not a donation, because you can literally flip these. You can literally flip these for way more than that. I mean, you could wear them, but I think they're a downgrade for you, but you're buying them to flip. Oh man, how do you not have 45k? Get out of here. I have 4.5 mil. Oh man. 45. 500, thank you. Alright, there you go. 5 mil flat. I want to buy it on my priest. I don't want to buy it on my mage. I'm going to send the gold to my priest. Hazel. Yeah, that's how it's spelled. Double check. Make sure I don't send somebody else. Wait, can I mail 5 mil gold in one go? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold. Can I do that? Alright, that's spelled right. Yep. I think I can. I guess I can. I just did it. I have 867 gold in my bank all. Scammed, put it in the... Wait, did I not trade it? Did I not give you the bracers? Did you get the bracers? I'll give you the bracers. Did I forget to give you the bracers? Oh, you didn't trade it? Oh, no. Oh, oops. Come back. Okay, sorry. Come back. I am so dead right now. Come back. Oh, this clip is not a good look for me. Okay, you never went anywhere. All right, there you go. There you go. I just right-clicked them and I thought that would do it. There you go. I traded the bracers. I traded the bracers, I promise. Okay. Hazelnutty scams. Oops. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. That should be an emote. Now I see how you got 5 billion gold. Oh, God. Just, no. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, alright. Oh, man, that's a pretty screenshot right there. That is from myself, don't worry. Let's go buy a dinosaur. I need to get there, first and foremost. I think I need the right pet out with me to, when I meet my dinosaur, so I'll pull that out when we get to Borealis. Just been selling the same pair of bracers. Oh, man. Do you have the short boy? I do, and I think that's my plan. I think I'm pulling at Ben Fun. I think I need Ben Fun to help me greet Big Ben Fun. So here he is. I'm gonna fly over there. I'm gonna probably pet biscuit him, and I'm gonna get him his own mount. Twitch streamer, Khan's World of Warcraft player. Steals gold. Oh gosh. I'm too young. Well, I'm not too young to be canceled. I'm about the right age to be canceled. Okay. So over here, and then we take Ben Fun and we give him a nice biscuit. He has a nice little cookie. I could probably ride him at that size, honestly. And then we I don't want him to feel left out, so he's got to have his mount. There you go. There you go. You got a Brutosaur on a crab. Thanks for the bits. Had to come back for this. Oh yeah, this is a big moment. I should probably tweet or something. Oh no, that's Black Market Auctionist. That's wrong. I don't care. It's been a long day. I want a dinosaur. I'm gonna buy a dinosaur. That's a lot of gold. Oh my goodness. I'm so broke now. Don't even care. Worth it. So that is going on every bar ever. Set favorite, obviously. And then we're gonna move it to there. I'm gonna have a special keybind. Oh, ow, 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 bonked my head. Oh, I'm so tall.
Congratulations,
I'm so tall.
Hazelnutty.
Pop, thanks for the bits. I'm the tallest ever. Oh man, where do I want to ride this thing? Probably like not in front. Oh, hey, excuse you. Excuse you. Don't you know who I am? I have a Brutosaur. Don't you try and shank me. Someone's jealous. I was here. Man, I thought I wasn't gonna get it till Sunday. All right, I'm gonna go back to Paralysis, and I'm gonna be one of those people that's just like hanging out. I mean, for like 2 minutes before I go, but I'm just gonna be like hanging out, being like, "Yo, you want to buy an auction? You can do it here. I'm the auction house now." Oh man, I could quit WoW now if I wanted to. I don't, but I could. Oh, somebody's already doing that. I can do it on the boat. Anybody want to buy something on the boat? I am the boat auction house. Yeah. Wow, that is a nice looking mount. Look at that. What does he want to sell me? He's got salad. I actually don't know what any of this is. He has a 200. He has a 30 slot inscription bag. Sick. Oh, he can sell me cooking mats. I can buy potatoes and flour and coffee and honey here. Oh. Oh my god, he sells nylon thread and durable flux anywhere. I've been porting to Borealis to buy that. That's even better. I mean, it's not better than the auction house, don't get me wrong. Nothing is, but like, wow. That's legit. Yeah, he doesn't need to fly. He's a big boy. He's heavy. He is sitting here. He even looks happy. This looks like a happy dinosaur. Sells nylon thread, now worth the 5 mil, right? Oh, boy. Oh, man. I feel like, don't you get, like, guilt, though, now? Like, I set up on this, and what if people are, like, running scans, and then I just log off, and then they're done? I'm sure they're aware of that risk when they start, like, buying stuff on somebody on a mount, but still. Thanks for the bits. Imagine if you could fly. It would look so goofy. Oh, man. Worth it, though. Super. I am the brokest I have been ever. My graph is going to be ridiculous. My TSM graph is going to be for the past year. It's going to have me starting at like no gold and going all the way up, and it's going to nosedive because I just spent 5 million gold. I have 276 gold. I don't even care. Worth it. I could go do a world quest right now and double my net worth. Try and sell auctions on it. Can't. I don't have anything to sell. I sold it all. It's all gone. People ask you to remount. Be ready for that. I don't get whispers. It'll be fine. They get filtered out. Oh, man. Mounting up on it and then kicking off the NPC and watching people come up to you and looking for it. Oh, my God. You would. You would. Oh, man. Can't even afford repairs now. Our raid night was last night. I'll have enough gold for repairs by next week. I mean, I'll have enough gold for repairs by tomorrow. I've got more enchant selling, but like, oh, man. Sweet. Okay, well, that has been my day. I gotta make a video. I gotta make dinner. Maybe I make dinner and then the video. And then cheesecake. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thank you guys for coming. I don't stream tomorrow, but I will be back on Sunday morning. And we can do anything we want to, because I don't need to farm gold, because I have... I mean, I guess I need to farm gold because I'm broke, but I got my Brutosaur now. We done. We done. I guess I should tweet a screenshot. I don't know. We'll see later. Thanks, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.